What's going on, you guys? Yeah, everyone grab their pink comforter.
I got the worst haircut ever. This is my haircut. Look at that.
Oh, and then you said Pat Dixon does have a past.
He's Ray DeVito. His chin is kinda neato. He's Ray DeVito. He is a Guido. He's not a pedo. His name is Ray DeVito. Problems with his pedo. He's kind of retardito. Is Ray DeVito. His chin is pretty neato. That Ray DeVito. Your information he'll repeat-o. That stinky Guido. That's Ray DeVito. Rock Bottom Podcast starts now.
What's going on? What's up, you punks? How are you? Yes. Nita. Nita. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, Mommy. Pick up a pen. It says Tim Kennedy. Tim Kennedy. Are you in charge of the FDA now? Are you the FDA? Or is that RFK? What's he in charge of? He's in charge of something. Who's that? Dr. Oz is in charge of Medicaid? When's my next doctor's appointment? That's Dr. Oz? That's who that is? Dr. Oz is in charge of that? What's going on? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm late. I'm late. The FDA. That's what FDA? Hell yeah, man. FDA, man. That's what I'm worried about. What are they putting in our food, man? What are they doing? What are they trying to do? What are they trying to do, Jeff Closer, to our FDA? The Food and Drug Administration? What's up with all these chemicals, man? What are they doing with all these chemicals? What are they doing with the chemicals in the water, in the food? Come on. Come on. We're just trying to live our lives. That's how we're trying to do. I'm doing all right. How are you guys, man? I got a lot of stuff to get into. A lot of stuff. Tomorrow tomorrow I'm doing a stream. I got a comedian, a lady comedian on the show. I'm bringing female comedians back into this realm. So this is why tonight I'll talk Dabbleverse. I'm in the Dabbleverse. It's what it is. I'm not going to trash people. I'm not going to do that. Like none of that. None of that stuff. But it's like you can't leave. You just get dragged back in all the time. You're like, all right, man, peace out. No more. And then it's like fucking brought back in all the time. That's how it is. Brought back in. You can't leave. You want to leave, but you're stuck. Nothing weird. It's all weird, man. It's all weird stuff. Jesus. All right. So where do we begin? Let's get into some stuff. I'll send her the link if she wants to join. I don't think she wants to join, but I was talking. The lady of the Dabbleverse at the moment would, I guess, be. Would I guess be Tracy. Let's yeah. All right. I send her the link. But yeah, everything that went down. So let's get I tried getting out in front of it the other night by doing a stream. With the whole thing with her and the legend or whatever. And by anyway, if anyone should be annoyed with anything the legend has done in this whole like Tracy Jane thing, like I didn't know that he was like trying to like knock me out. I like saying things about me, which I do have a guest that I know is coming on that'll talk about this. But like the fact that like all I did is introduce. I got some messages to me being like, why would you do that? Why would you put her in that position? Go back and watch the stream. I know nothing odd of the guy. I'm just like everyone else. And by the way, he quit being a big baller super chatter to me a long time ago. I was the first one he tapped out of. He was only the legend was only super chatting me big money when Kevin was sniping me. Outside of that, he didn't do it. He's I sat there and watched him give like Chad 100, 200, and then like that was a weird thing. I'm just doing this to stick it to Ray, which is like also like a weird thing. Like, why are you sticking it to? What did I do to you? If I can say, like, I have no grievances with that guy. It was weird. Like a week ago, he was trying to get me kicked off the internet. Like $5,000, no more Ray. Let's do it. And it's like, so I don't get where the hell he was coming from. Where the hell he was coming from. And then it wasn't until I didn't know the extent of it. I knew something was up. So those of you that don't know, if you watched MLC, and I got some clips, I'm going to do some Dabbleverse stuff. I got quite a few like little Dabbleverse things to like get into. So it was on a stream of mine. Tracy Jane was on a stream of mine. She's a comedian friend. She's been a friend of mine for like 15 years. We've been friends for quite a long time. And then, and pretty decent friends, like not like, like she doesn't know any of the Dabbleverse type stuff. Like how things could be weird or things could be odd or whatever. Like she didn't know that. In fact, like when there were videos, a guy that would like make weird videos of me, and she was in the video. She's like, "Hey, can you get this guy to take this down?" I'm like, I have a stalker. I don't know if that's how stalkers work. I don't know if like you can contact a stalker. But, hey, stalker, can you stalk me on this and not stalk me on this? Can you be a weird stalker about just this and focus on this stuff to stalk me on and not stalk me on this other weird stuff? So like she was all upset about videos about that, which I have no control of. It's like, yeah, you think I want that stuff to be out there? Like, no, the whole thing was kind of odd. But so she was doing a stream with me, and then the legend, the MLC legend, we'll call him that, allegedly the second pick of the draft. It's like, hey, I said, hey, this is the legend. I explained who he was. And she's like, oh, he sounds amazing. And I was like, all right. She's like, can I get his phone number? She said that on stream. And I was like, if the legend wants it, yeah, it's between you guys. If you guys want to do that. And that's where that thing took off. And then everything was fine. Everything I knew was fine between the two of them. To the capacity that I knew anything going on, everything was fine. And then like like I was in Pittsburgh a couple times, and she's a lady that would always like take my phone calls, take my texts, and then suddenly out of nowhere, she wasn't taking any of my phone calls or texts, and I was like, all right, whatever. And I did not know, for whatever reason, he was trying to knock me out of the picture, which like that's my friend. Like you only met her because of me. You only know her because of me. Like why are you? Which I didn't know. This is nothing I knew about. There's nothing I didn't know about any of this until Tracy called me and told me that like, oh yeah, he's saying all this stuff. Like, it's like, Tracy, I'm not involved in any of like, what's, because I was in Pittsburgh a couple times and I like hit up Tracy and I was like, hey, what's, and then I didn't hear back or whatever. And for whatever reason, he was saying things about me, which is obviously things that are not true, whatever. Not true. I don't know the details of it. And just trying to like distance me from Tracy, which is weird considering I'm the one that introduced him to Tracy. So like, why are you trying to, like that's odd. I don't know. Like that's odd. Like the only reason why you know her is because of me. I had no idea. So, I was doing a show in Pittsburgh, and then I texted Tracy. She's like, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna swing by. I was like, "All right, cool." I'm like, "I'm headlining the show. If you want, I'll get you a set." And I got her a set at the show, and we had a great time hanging out with Tracy. And then that's when she was telling me like all this stuff, like, Mark was trying to say that I was this horrible, which the guy doesn't know me. The guy doesn't. And by the way, he was never like a guy. He was giving Chad fucking $200, $300 a day, or whoever else like $200, $300. I wasn't getting that. I was cool with the guy, and the fact that I would text him and talk about baseball. I did not know he was saying weird shit about me to Tracy, which Tracy's like, yeah, none of this makes sense. And then she called and was like, I think the whole thing was the Rob Saul thing that was kind of weird. She's like, why'd you give my number to Rob Saul? I'm like, I didn't give your number to Rob Saul. Like, I didn't do that. And then Rob Saul, like, I called Rob Saul, or I texted Rob Saul. I'm like, are you messaging Tracy? Like, is there something going on with you and Tracy? And he's like, no, I don't know her. I just, I enjoyed doing your show with her, doing your show when she was on with me. And like that was it. And then I saw like the number. That's what it was. So it was a phone number, a weird phone number that came out of the blue saying, hey, this is Rob Saul. Can you hook him up with Tracy? I'm like, I didn't respond to that, whatever. And then like, I questioned Rob on that. I questioned Rob on this random phone number I got out of the blue, this random 619 phone number. I was like, hey, is this your new number or whatever? Is that you? He was like, no, I don't have a new number. That's not my number. And then I realized that's not Rob Saul. And I don't know who it is. I don't know who it was. I mean, people can like do the speculation on who they think that was doing that, but that wasn't Rob Saul. And that was sending me these text messages asking about Tracy and everything. So, and by the way, when I saw those texts, I was like, maybe this is Rob. But anyways, anyone that like just sends weird shit, like, no, I'm not going to. I'm not just going to give you a random person's phone number. I'm not doing that. I'm not like. That would be odd. But then when I went to Pitt, that's when Tracy explained everything to me. And I wasn't going to say that I spent the night at her place, but yeah, I did. I spent the night at her place in Pittsburgh. She literally lived like 2 blocks away from from the place I was performing at. And I was planning on going back to Cleveland. I only had like 2 beers, and I was like, I'm going to drive back to Cleveland. I was going to get some food at there's a Sheetz. And she's like, oh, she's like, why drive back? Like, just like I got an extra bed at my place. And then I was like, all right, fine, fuck it. And so then I was like, all right, let's tear one off. And then we did. We ended up. So then I had like a bunch of drinks and went back to her place. And her place is fucking dope, by the way. Like they have like a movie theater in there. Also, like in the lobby, they have like a giant screen where I guess it's kind of like a college dorm, but for like adults. No, even more than a college, because college dorms aren't that exciting. But like there's like a top of the line like espresso machine and stuff in there, and they have a giant screen where I get to watch like the Steeler games, like sporting events and movies and stuff. They have a podcast studio, like the gym. They have like a full court basketball thing in their gym, bunch of top of the line treadmills and stuff. It's a really nice joint. But anyway, so yeah, I did. I crashed at Tracy's place for the night. I wasn't going to say anything until she said something on MLC. But the other thing that I didn't get either, she's like, because when everything's going on, I guess people send her stuff when Brennan in the past has said things like, but I told her, like, don't take that stuff serious. She's just saying anyone that does my podcast, obviously KB is going to make fun of just because like that's what he does. So I told her not to take it serious, but she was like pretty upset about some of the stuff. And then she hit up Jim Norton. She called Jim Norton and they talked on the phone. And Norton's like, yeah, don't worry about it. Just stay out of this whole realm. Stay out of the Dabbleverse, stay out of this whole thing. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. And then so that's why I was surprised when she was on MLC. I'm like, what are you, like, why did you put yourself back in the middle of this? Why did you, after just confessing to me how much all this stuff causes you stress, and then you're like, put yourself right back in the middle of it. So, She did that. Yeah, so she did that last night and dealt with all that stuff. And from what I saw, I think it was all right. But yeah, I wasn't going to throw anyone under the bus. I wasn't going to throw, all I did is like two people wanted to interact with each other. I just put them in touch with each other, both consensual. She wanted his phone number. She asked for his phone number on my podcast. So people are like, why would you do that to her? Why would you And did I know he's married? I remember him saying he was married. And then later on, he told me he's not married. He just says that to wean off or just let people know he's not available. So I have no idea. I wasn't on the video chat. I didn't see the Gatorade ring. I have no idea. I just said when the legend asked me like why is she done? I was like, I don't know. She said she saw a wedding ring when you guys were video chatting. And he's like, oh, it's a Gatorade player. So I'm like, all right. So I let her know. He says it's a but it sounds like there was already weirdness between whatever the hell they were doing. And so, like I said, that's between them. So and then I also think, and I'm not piling, I'm not trashing him or whatever. Like they're done. They fucking did their thing. They're separated. She had her piece. I hope she doesn't deal with Dabbleverse stuff again. There's no reason to like go back to it. You said your thing yesterday. Just walk away. Just walk away, Renee. No need to see me no more. Just walk away. You go your way. He goes his way. That's it. No harm, no foul. But it was a weird thing. Like when they were done, I guess, for him to keep bringing her name up and to being like, oh, I did this and like, oh, I left her, whatever. It's like, just, yeah, I don't know. It's like, you don't got to keep throwing dirt at each other. But so hopefully that's over. Hopefully it's over. So she goes her way, he goes his way, and that's it. But I do think he's mad at me because he asked for another lady's phone number and I did not give it to him. He asked for another lady that does my podcast from time to time, asked for her phone number. And I was like, I'm like, and it's nothing against him. It's nothing, but I'm just not randomly giving out people's phone numbers for the hell of it. Like the only reason why I gave Tracy's number to him or her number, Tracy's number to him is because they both mutually agreed to it on my stream. They both wanted to. They both wanted each other's phone numbers. They wanted to be in contact with each other. That is the only reason. But when he asked for the other lady's phone number, and I was like, I'm not. That's to take me out of it. I'm not just giving out people's phone numbers for the sake of giving out phone numbers. So I don't know. Is that why he's been such a douche to me? I don't know. But yeah, the only time, like, I hate that Kevin's like, oh, Ray will do whatever he says because he gets this money. I don't get money from the guy. I don't get money. The guy doesn't super chat me. You guys are my streams. He's not here. He's not super chatting me. Remember, he's trying to cancel me on the internet. He's making up things about me to tell Tracy that or whatever. So, the whole thing is odd. The whole thing is fucking odd to me. Is all I'll say. So I don't know. Like it's just weird. It's like I don't want to be. And I'll admit, like I would text a guy during the playoffs because he's a baseball guy, and I'm a baseball fan. I would text him about playoff stuff. I wouldn't text him about dirt about people. I don't want to be in the fucking dirt, if that makes sense. I don't want to be in the fucking dirt about. I don't care. I don't care about fucking dirt. I'm not being like, hey, let's. I'm not like, hey, let's take this guy down. Let's do this. Let's do that. Like, I'm not that guy. Like, so, And like I said, and I want to also, I'm doing this stream tonight to get this stuff out now because I have a female comedian tomorrow as my guest, and I don't want to address all this shit with her. And she's not in the Dabbleverse. She's a fucking New York City comedian, and I don't want this all to come to deal with then. So now's the time to deal with it. It's like, now I got to check in. Now I'll do some Dabbleverse stuff. Now I'll do that. But tomorrow I can't. I'm not doing I just gotta I'm gonna read a super nice podcast. Hey Ray, who's your favorite 1990s Cleveland infielder? I would like this all to fucking smooth over. You guys know how I fucking am, but if I got to say my favorite 1990s Cleveland infielder, it's not even close. It's Omar motherfucking Vizquel. It's Omar Vizquel, dude. Omar Vizquel. How many Gold Gloves did that motherfucker win? It's Omar Vizquel. It's not even close. I know if you look at his past, his history once he retired from baseball, not so good. We don't need to look at that. But yeah, if you just take what he did, dude, Omar Vizquel was a man. Like, you would just see, like, watching Indians playoff baseball in the 90s, and you just see, like, a ground ball hitting the infield. You're like, hit it to Omar. Everybody's out. How many people on base are all out? He's got them all out. So, Omar Vizquel. It's not even close. Bob Biggerstaff bought me an Omar Vizquel jersey. And then right when I saw that, that's like when Omar, all that stuff came out. Don't look. He was not a nice guy. He became a minor league baseball manager, did some weird stuff to an autistic kid, beat up his wife. So what he did off the field. Also a Cleveland Indians infielder for a while was this guy, Billy Ripken. Fuckface. Fuckface was a Cleveland Indians infielder for a minute or two. We had him. Mommy's here. What is GMO? I don't know what GMO. And then I just got a text message from Mommy saying Leo Gunn put her in timeout. Leo Gunn, you don't got to put Mommy in timeout. What did she say that's so inappropriate? I have to ask Leo Gunn what Mommy did. Mommy's a nice lady. We all like Mommy. You like Mommy too. We were all hanging out. My fucking birthday party. That seems like fucking 6 months ago. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Such a different day and age. It seems like a different day and age, right? Everyone was getting along. Let's just all have fun. Good-natured ribbing. What is GMO? I don't know what GMO means, but good manners only? Good manners only? Is that what GMO is? I don't know. Mr. Rapey, Mr. Rape. So let me get this straight. You were the entire catalyst for the entire Tracy Chain alleged drama, and you managed to not profit from any of it. How dumb are you? That is true. That is true. That is true, Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. I profited nothing from it. Yeah. The only time he was like super chatting me money was when KB was sniping me, and he was doing that to stick it to KB. But also, like, someone else pointed this out to me too, when he was like, I'm the bully of bullies. And then like a couple weeks ago, I'm the guy like, I've done nothing to the guy. I introduced him to a lady and he blew it from there. Whatever happened between, again, I don't know. Like, Tracy never told me details with him, and nor did I want to know. And the same thing with the Legend. When Legend would tell me stuff about, I'm like, I don't want to know, man. I'm like, that's between you two. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do I care? Like, that's between you guys. She asked for your number. You wanted to give her your number. You guys were chatting. You guys were interacting. That's between you guys. I'm out of it. Like, I'm not responsible. There was a thing that go back and watch the stream. Let's go find that. Join the Patreon, patreon.com/Ray DeVito, and find the stream where they made their connection. It's there. Also on that stream, because I saw that thing. I think Stalin, because he can't do YouTube for a while, put up a clip of me, or not me, of Gino talking about that. It's on my Patreon, my set at that infamous tennis court, the thing where I so-called bombed. I put that. It's on my Patreon. Go check it out. The infamous secret show. You tell me if I bombed. You guys can all listen to it. Yes. Did I run the light? Sure, I ran the light. Yes, I did go over my time. But you guys tell me if how bad that set is. That set that I so-called, which Matt Mead paid me for and asked me to do, the secret show of that night. But I don't even give a shit about. But yes, you are correct, Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. Yes, I introduced them to each other, and it was consensual. It was Tracy asking for, like, I think she even owned up to it. She's the one that asked for his number. Like, oh, he seems like a good guy. I'm like, yeah, he's a Major League Baseball player. He told me that because he mentioned before he was married, and then he said then he says, oh, I just say that because I don't want people. So I'm like, all right, I guess I believe him. I don't know. I still don't know if he's married or not married. I don't know. I don't care. That's not my thing. But whatever happened between them. But even when they were done, the fact that he would bring her up and super is like, it's kind of like, come on, dude, just leave her alone, you know? But for whatever reason, and you guys saw it, like I was also like the target of him for whatever reason. Like I was the target, even though, you know, the bully of bullies. I'm trying to be the least non-confrontational person in the Dabbleverse, but whatever. Let's go at this guy. I think that's why a lot of people do it, because I'm trying not to fucking, you know, every time I do like roast someone or I do jokes at someone's expense, they take it personally and do shit. Whether it's like trying to cancel gym membership or canceling gym memberships, or whether it's messing with other stuff, or whether it's like trying to strike my channel for, it's like, stop it, man. It's so why would I want to be in this? I'm just here trying to tell jokes, having fun. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to have fun. So hopefully whatever that thing is between them, I hope it all fucking works out. And I think it's done. And I talked to Tracy and I was like, listen, Tracy, I get it. A lot of people are sending you positive messages, and someone's like sending her a message like, oh, I can help you out with this. I was like, listen, if it's a Dabbleverse, take it with a grain of salt. People that reach out, don't think they have your best. And just, if it's Dabbleverse related, take it with a grain of salt. That's what I let her know. I'm like, just take it. Just be careful. Just be careful with all this stuff. Just take it. I know. I've dealt with it. I've dealt with it a bunch, where people are like, oh man, that's horrible. What's happened? Let me see if I can. I was like, all right, what can that help me out with? Or everyone's like, do you believe this guy was trying to do this? Do you believe? It's like, all right, man. It's garbage. You get a lot of garbage shit happen. All right, we got Schmuel with me. Schmuel's here. What's up, buddy?
Ray, you're killing me. You're killing me.
What's going on?
Well, can you hear me okay?
I hear you fine.
All right, I have to look at the camera.
Yes, you got to look at the camera. How you doing? You look
I'm
amazing,
good, man. I'm annoyed. KB just annoys the shit out of me.
I'm not trashing Kevin. Don't come on here and trash Kevin. I can't.
Well,
I'm not dealing with
Ray,
that
we're
stuff.
talking. Listen.
I'm on the same fucking team as him.
Can you let me finish? Right? We're talking about this, right? This stuff always gets turned on to you. And we all know that all the shit with the legend, every one of these guys that complains about the legend, talks shit about the legend, if he sent him a $50 super chat, he'd be the greatest person on the planet. Right?
Oh, no, I think it would be more than $50 for him to win him back in the good graces, Schmuel. But I'm not here. I'm not doing. Don't put me down that road. You go on your stream.
No, Ray, you kept me here waiting for 45 minutes.
Not
right?
45 minutes. I got here and
you asked me on for 10:45. It's like 11:30 now. Let me at least speak. The thing that I think you're missing with the whole Tracy and whatever this guy's name is, They're like high school kids with this stuff, and they keep trying to draw you back in the middle, and you act like it makes sense, and it doesn't make sense. Tracy spoke well of you last night. Whenever she mentioned you, she talked good things about you. The problem is not with you. The problem is between the two of them. You know?
Oh, exactly. No, I get that.
You know,
I feel bad that things didn't work out the way they wanted things to work out, but that's not on me. Like it's like two people. Do I get praise if? Yeah, has that ever happened? Like two people get divorced and be like, "This asshole introduced us. Let's fucking take him down."
No, but
let's fucking do that. Like, do you have an ex-wife? Who's got an ex-wife? Do you ever get mad at the friend that introduced you to your ex-wife? Like, this son of a bitch is the one that introduced us.
Comedian introduced me to my ex-wife. It was horrible. But seriously, no, but honestly, it's like, this is not your problem. And
it's not I know it's not my problem. I'm not saying it's my problem. I never said it was.
But you're involved in it, right? You're getting upset about it. We're talking about it. I talked to you
people
are
just messaging me, being like, "Why would you do that to her? Why would you do that? That's fucking uncool of you." It's like, I'm not.
Right, but you don't have to answer them, right? And you can also just tell them to fuck off. It's not it's what happens between a guy and a girl. That's between a guy and a girl. It's not you. He asked for her phone number. You asked her if you could give it. She said yes. And then if it works out or doesn't work out, that's not your problem. You know?
No, I hear you. I just someone bought me fake viewers. Thank you. I'm up to 245 people.
That's the group that I brought in with me.
Yeah.
No, but I get
these are fake views. Thank you for the fake views.
But don't these guys? It's like at some point, this is the problem. You know, when you say you don't want to be in the Dabbleverse, and I understand that.
No, it's not.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
I'm fine
Right, please let me finish. The problem with these guys, and the reason why this Dabbleverse is such a pain in the ass, is it's like these people never grew up. This is still like, you know, talking shit and sending notes in high school.
Now you're speaking ill of Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray, who's a good dude.
I'm not talking about him.
Mr. Ray is a fantastic fella. How dare you disparage the good name of Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray? If we could talk about one fine gentleman and this whole thing, it's Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. And here's another good gentleman over here.
He was right.
Is New Jersey and not profit from any of it. I'm not trying to profit from it. Like I'm not. There's a reason. Like Kevin would give me like, how come you don't announce a time? You do. It's like, here's the deal. I'm just going to do this. If people want to jump on and watch me, great. If you don't, that's fine. You can go your own way. You could go your own way.
Right, but you still have to eat. You still have to pay for gas. You still have to do these things. You know, it's like you're getting everything that you're getting from the Dabbleverse is downside. It's like there's no upside. You're not making money off this thing. You know?
No,
and people are treating you like shit.
Yeah.
It's like, when does that stop? You know?
I'm trying to do my thing, but yeah, it is weird. It is a little odd that Chad had zero problem with the legend until he started super chatting Gino $500. Then suddenly there was an issue.
Right. And as I
suddenly it was like, wait a minute, this guy's no good.
I know.
He was fantastic. And now he likes Gino. Boo.
I said this today. And then, you know, Chad's like, oh, I never talked to the guy. I never disavowing this guy the minute he sends Gino money. But sure as shit, whatever conversations Chad had with him, or text messages, you know, they're going to show up. And it's not I don't get it. I've never understood the guy. I've never understood what the motivation was. But it just seems
I
like
don't get it.
Negative
it is what
consequences
it is,
follow him everywhere.
But like I said, like I never did anything. I gave his friends free tickets to my comedy shows and stuff for such a high roller. I'm out here giving out free tickets to comedy shows, giving them MVP treatment to his friends, which is fine. His friends are very nice. It's all right. New Jersey Ranger, thank you for accepting the status quo regarding the Dabbleverse. Can we discuss the legend is a husky old bald bum as per that pic Tracy Jane showed. Thank you, Ray. I didn't see the photo. Also, he did FaceTime me the other day, and I just I didn't take the call. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna FaceTime. I'm just not. Like, there's no reason to
To
FaceTime.
reveal if he has muffin tops.
I have no idea, and that's not my concern.
Yeah, it's like you're the one good guy operating in a world of horrible people.
And I'm the one that gets the most shit.
It's
I'm the one
very
that
hard.
gets yeah.
You know, and it's like you're the one guy that maintains his integrity, but you're also the one guy that gets all the shit. You know?
Yeah.
You know, you worry about this stuff. These people sleep like babies. I don't care.
Thank you, Bob Ross t-shirt guy. You got your Bob Ross t-shirt guy on.
Yeah.
Your Uncle Stokes, based on what Mr. Rapey Miss Ray said, can you rename your show 0% interest? Wow. That's
And zero principle too.
what?
Yeah, you're not got no principle in this either. There's no principle as in money, right? We're not even earning interest on the stuff that you've gone through in the past.
No. I've no, I have not. Also, someone sent me a clip of I guess Brennan bitch. Like when I was talking about losing, I wasn't talking about Kevin not paying me for being on his podcast. Kevin took it as I was talking about him not paying me for being on his podcast. That wasn't what I was talking about. I was talking about another thing. If Kevin wants to be an actual friend, I will tell him how I lost money from the Dabbleverse. It had nothing to do with his show. But I like how he just assumed I was talking about him specifically. It's like, no, dude, I was not at all what I was fucking talking about.
Oh, everything is about him. You know?
But yeah, but that was not. I saw the clip of him saying I was bitching about money. It was not. It had nothing to do with him. It's
How
some
long
other
ago was
shit
that?
that I had going. Like 3 days ago, like 3-4 days ago, and it was like
Right.
that's not at all what I was fucking referencing. But based on Mr. Rapey Ray said, can you rename your show 0% interest? Oh, he's saying because I'm the only one to not make any money. Speaking of which, the show I did in Pittsburgh, the guy that booked me is like, hey, can I Venmo you Thursday? And he still hasn't Venmoed me yet. So I might have went out to Pittsburgh for free.
Send him a Venmo request.
Yeah, I guess I have to. He's like, hey, I'm going to Venmo you Thursday. It's like, all right, it's been 10 days.
I never knew you could request money on Venmo. And then I was listening to a podcaster. He had said something, and I guess it was whatever the comment was. And all of a sudden, people started sending him Venmo requests for like $2,000, $3,000. He must have gotten like 20 of them in one day.
Yeah, I think you could delete them.
Well, I'm sure he could, but it was just funny that it happened that way.
It's hilarious, Schmuel. This is the entertainment you bring. You bring the hard fucking jokes.
Well, you shut me up. I don't get to, I don't
to
get to be angry. I don't get to talk about this stuff.
You're a handsome guy, but no, I can't bring you on here and let you trash KB.
Well, I'm not trashing KB, but I mean, you just went, however many minutes talking about what happened, and then I start to talk about it, and you yell at me and tell me to shut up.
No, you could talk all you want.
But I mean, these people are children. Think about it. Think about what you said about like even Tracy Jane's apartment, right? With the movie theater and all that. This is like, they're like adult children.
What are you talking? It's a fucking nice apartment building.
I get it, Ray.
Great. What are you talking about? It's a nice apartment
Ray,
building
but,
I've been in.
When you're
it's as good as it nice.
When you're in your 40s, you want to be with a partner, taking care of things, moving on.
Says who? That's you. You like that. People shit on my life. It's like, maybe I'm fine with my life. Maybe that's fine for me. I get it. It sucks for you, but my life is fine for me. You don't got to live life.
I've always defended you and your lifestyle, and I say that that's your choice and you're allowed to live it, and that's great. But you're not calling friends complaining about some guy that got, introduced and dated and going on the air. You don't go on. Have you been on? Have you ever gone on the air and complained about an ex-girlfriend? No.
No, I
Right?
gotta get one first. I'll complain about mommy. You want me to complain about mommy?
I think you've had ex-girlfriends. What can you complain about, mommy?
Mommy's the worst. Let's take her down a notch.
Mommy,
No, I'm
GMO
kidding.
means genetically modified organism, but I have no idea why you would think that would relate to what we're talking about.
She
so I
knows
must
what
be
she's
wrong.
talking about. She's a good lady.
She is good. She's great. I like her a lot.
Thank you for accepting the status quo regarding the Dabbleverse. Can we discuss the legend? A husky old bald bum as per. Did you see the picture? I didn't see the picture.
No, I was only able to watch about 5 minutes of that, and then I went back to watch it again, and Chad was on, and I can't listen to him.
Oh, okay. I just saw Tracy was on, and I was like, which scared me at first because I'm like, I literally just saw her a week ago, and she's like complaining about the Dabbleverse stuff, and then I was like, and like what Norton told her, like, yeah, don't get involved with this stuff or whatever, and then there's just like, what?
Right, you told me at 5 o'clock this afternoon
you
about the Norton
doing?
phone call, and you said, I'm not going to tell anybody.
No,
I'm not going to,
just-
and here we are. You're broadcasting it to the entire universe here.
no, but I think she's retired. I talked to her a little bit ago, and I think she's retired from, which is good. She got her story out. You know, she's got a lot of people giving her support, and that's great. Based on what can you rename your show 0%? For you, Stokes, sure. For you, Stokes, I will do so.
It's the ZPI cast with Ray DeVito.
0% interest. I thought it said 0% incest, which is also true. That is also true.
So is Uncle Stokes saying that he has 0% interest in what we're talking about, or
no? He's saying I made no money off of the. I made no money in the whole big story.
No, he's one of the smarter super chatters. You might have.
He's a good man. We went to the same college. Uncle Stokes and I are equally smart. We both went to Bowling Green. We both are fighting Falcons. And
yeah, the only
it's
Bowling Green I
school.
know is a train station in Lower Manhattan.
Tons more. Cowbell, thank you for your super chat. I cannot comment on that stuff, but thank you, buddy. I unblocked you. You're unblocked. You're a good man. Nice podcast too. But do you regret introducing Tracy to a psychopath? Here's the deal. I didn't introduce them. She was on my show. He was super chatting, and I said, I go, yeah, he's a good guy in the capacity I know him, and the capacity I know him is that. Now, all the stuff that like him and the stuff that he's done with Tracy, that would change my opinion. You know, like but like I did not know what's going to go down this road. How can I fucking know that it's going to go down that road?
So the answer is no. You don't regret it.
I don't. That's not on me. It's not on me. Nice podcast, stupid. It's you know, it wasn't on me. It was also a thing where she asked for his phone number. So I think she also like owned that. It wasn't so. Yeah,
she owned everything, right? She absolved you of everything. She said you were a perfect guest. You know, she said all that stuff. I would have walked away from that thinking she felt good about me had it been.
She's a great lady. I knew something. The only reason why I knew something was a little weird is when I went to Pittsburgh and I called and texted her. And no, I was not looking for a place to stay or anything. When I went to Pittsburgh, like a couple months ago, but when she didn't like she didn't like text me back. I was like, well, that's a little weird. Like, so, and then I didn't realize it was because he was saying stuff about me. He was making up lies about me or making up stories about me or whatever. Like Tracy knows me way better than he does. Like Tracy and I have like known each other, like I said, like 15 years. I've known her quite a while. I consider her a good friend. But
Like I told you earlier today, Ray, he just saw you as a threat and just was trying to knock you down and knock you out.
I wasn't a threat. I introduced them.
But you don't. But
You get what I'm
Ray,
saying? Like, how am
well,
I a threat?
don't we-
How am I a threat to his relationship with her? I just introduced them to each other. That's
Ray,
it.
with
She-
the chin
she was
like
like-
you have, you're always a threat to other men.
I'm always I'm not a
You got
I'm
that
not a threat.
matinee idol chin. It just turns, it turns the women on, and the guys get jealous.
No, and like I said, like I crashed at her place. Like nothing went down. Nothing was gonna go down. It was literally like I was just hanging out with like a friend. It'd be like the same thing if I was hanging out with you. It's just like, yeah, we're just buddies. Like it's nothing. Like, yeah, we're drinking, we're having fun. We're like,
I had a fantastic set of boobs and blonde hair, but
you do have boobs, and you used to have blonde hair.
I used to have hair. And it was ginger. I was a ginger.
Even worse now. You're a good looking man.
No, I'm not. But I'm aware of that.
Nah, I think you're handsome. You're fantastic. Ray, wouldn't it have been quicker to I-80 her than introduce her to your weird stalker friend? Yeah, I obviously wish it did not. But that's the other thing. Like people reach out to me from like the Dabbleverse stuff. Like I didn't realize I've ran into a lot of this where people like reach out to you with like your best interest and be like, hey man, let me help you out with this. I see this is fucked up, this, that. And I was like, okay, what? And then immediately, what? He wanted me to do this. This is like, huh? That was all you. Like, shut up.
Yeah. I don't, right. It's like you talk about like Tracy's just a friend and how I'm good looking,
I think you're a handsome guy.
You sure you're like, which side of the fence are you on, buddy?
I'm trying everyone to get along. That's what I'm trying for. I liked Levy and Brennan. I saw them on the stream tonight together. I thought that was so. I think remember, those were fun times. Like Levy, Brennan, Andy, hanging out, good times. Like I used to, when I started doing this, like Elise is going to come back and like do some streams. And here's the other thing too. I don't mind if some eyeballs drift away. So it's not, I don't want the weird eyeballs. That's the thing. Some people say like, oh, you only have so many people. I'd rather the people watching my show that want to watch my show than people just watching it to like try to fucking find weird shit, or like try to paint you in a corner of being like, oh, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I just want coolness. Can we just be cool? Why's it got to be fucking weird? I get it. Weird pays the bills. Like people want that. And, you want to make fun of me for traveling with a laundry basket, with a pink, yeah, that stuff, that's all good nature. But when you take it in different realms, it's like, you're crossing boundaries. And that's when it's like, what are we doing?
Well, you don't have to answer every question you're asked. So, yeah.
New Jersey Ranger, who's a good egg. He's at my birthday party. He gave me a Magic the Gathering card. The gentleman in the pic, Tracy, showed signs of Dunlap syndrome. When the belly Dunlap the dick. Eat shit. You parade float has been Marky. What's he saying? Eat shit. You parade float has been Marky. Do you know what that is?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna try. Is this a Magic the Gathering thing?
It's not directed at you. It's directed at the man with the Dunlap syndrome.
The Dunlap syndrome. I got to see what Dunlap syndrome is. Do you know what that is?
He just told you what it was. His belly Dunlapped over his penis.
Is that a real medical?
No.
Is that a real? I'm looking at it, I was like, can you go to the doctor for that? Wow, he's right. It's a condition where a person's belly hangs over their belt.
There you go.
It's called Dunlap disease. It's a disease. That's weird that it's a disease, and then they put this old Asian guy up there.
It's a good thing, Ranger, you weren't at DabbleCon too, because you would have seen more of that than you could possibly believe.
So this is done, but why do they have this guy? He's not even a fat guy. He's just old.
Oh, because
Yeah, he's just old. He's not even like.
it was a stock photo they didn't have to pay to use.
Yeah, but he's just an old guy. But Dunlap syndrome is known as a Dunlap disease, as a condition where a person's belly hangs over their belt. Then they put like an old. They just put a picture of an old Asian guy. So that was odd. That was odd that that's what you went with. Oh, Liam McEneedy's texting me. He's saying it's a Bismarcky reference.
Ah,
Oh, I like Bismarcky. Nobody beats the Biz.
thanks, Liam.
Fresh. Wow, he's right. Oh, Bismarcky died of type 2 diabetes, but yeah, but it does like show up. Apparently, I don't want to. I don't want to watch the video because it's. But apparently, it's a Bismarcky term.
Okay.
If those of you that don't know, he's saying, "Girl, you got what I need," but you say he's just a friend, and you say he's just. Oh, baby, you got a hair weave. But you say it is your hair, and you say it. I saw him at spring break. That's why I know the modified lyrics. Oh, baby, you got a disease, but you say it's just a rash, and you say it's just a rash. Oh, baby, you. That was him embellishing his own lyrics. I saw that live. I'm quoting, 19-year-old me is quoting Bismarcky at spring break, 1995.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing.
I missed that one, but I don't feel bad about it. How we got? We got more super chats coming up there, Ray.
Yeah, what are you doing here? You running the show now? Come on, man. We're having fun. We're relaxing. Where do you got to go?
No. I mean, you came on. You were like Fireworks Central, right?
Right.
Going on all about the Tracy Jane stuff, and I'm not.
I thought I handled it well. The thing, I didn't throw anyone under the bus. I was just stating where I was coming from with my involvement in it. But no more. But next time a lady's on my podcast and she wants to hook up with a chatter, I'm going to be like, that's on you guys. Let you know. It hasn't worked out in the past.
Here's the phone number. But the last time I did this, they wound up on Kevin Brennan's show.
What did you being on there? Yeah, don't shit on the guy. I fucking work for the guy. I can't have you shitting on my fucking employer.
You missed my. Oh my god.
I can't have you shitting on the guy that like pays me
I
money
wasn't shitting
to do
on
his
the guy.
podcast. I'm sorry. I got to defend the guy.
The last time you had somebody on that you gave the phone number to, the girl wound up having to go on the air to explain it. It's all right.
She asked for the number again.
I agree.
Yes.
Right. I mean, how many times can I say I agree with you? It's on them. It's not on
One more time. No, you don't have to say it again. It's all good. But yeah, the gentleman in the pic Tracy showed signs of Dunlap syndrome when the belly Dunlap, the dick, eat shit, you parade float marquee. Yeah, just also like be cool to each other too. Like all these meetups, everyone's cool to each other. I saw nothing weird from anyone. All the Atlantic City meetups, my birthday meetup, fucking Hackmania, everyone's cool. There's no I don't like just everyone be cool with each other. That's it. Like everyone be cool. Why can't we just be cool?
Yeah, Tukey announced on his show tonight that the next meetup is at the Borgata on Super Bowl Sunday.
All right. And if I order an egg and cheese sandwich and there's not bacon on it, I'm going to flip over the motherfucking table.
Were you there when that happened?
No, I was not there when that happened. I was not there, but I'm flipping over a table. I'm doing this and I'll be like, Patrick Melton says hello, and I'm flipping over the table. I'm like, this is for Patrick Melton.
He's a big guy, man. If I saw him coming, I'd turn and run too.
I just remember when everyone got along. I get it. Did I miss a Primus sing along? If you want one, I'll give you one. What do you want to sing? Jerry was a race car driver. My name is Mud. Da, 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 da. My name is Mud. Always been. Yeah, that's my Primus. My favorite Primus song is John the Fisherman. When he was young, you'd not find him doing well in school. His mind would drift into the water. Da, 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 da. I want to be a fisherman. Call me John the Fisherman. John the Fisherman. Fucking great Primus song. Dick Fitzwell. Oh, he's got a... Ray, do you know Lorena Bobbitt? Can you hook me up? Jesus, Dick Fitzwell. Jesus. Is she still around? How does she not have a Netflix show?
Oh, I don't know. She's like, but she's got to be at late 50s by now, right? I mean, that was a long time ago.
If I hung out with her, like, got to put your hands in the air. Put your hands where my eyes could see. If you really want to party with me, put your hands where my eyes could see. Who's on? That was that Busta Rhymes? If you really want to party with me, put your hands where my eyes could see. Not a very trusting guy, this Busta Rhymes. Was that? If that was why are you still communicating with this lunatic? I haven't texted him. He hasn't texted me.
And Dan, that's nice podcast, stupid. You know the answer.
I'm not communicating.
Not you, but why do the people in the Dabbleverse still communicate with the guy? And we know the answer.
Well, it's also weird, like seeing that clip with him and Gino, and he's like, "I got to take Ray down." It's like, what the fuck did I do to you, dude? Like, what are you gonna take away from me? Fucking my 110 viewers? Like, what am I doing that's a threat to anything you're fucking doing? Like, you asked for a woman's phone number after Tracy, and I didn't give you her phone number because, like, I'm not doing that. I was like,
right.
well, that's not fair to her. And like,
but you missed what all he was trying to do is to feed into Gino's ego. That was all that was about.
Oh.
And if you want to feed into Gino's ego, you bring up Ray or Pat Dixon. And he just happened to choose you because you were the particular target at the time. You know, and then Gino loses his mind. Gino is now, he's, going to bed tonight, half in the bag, thinking that he and the legend are going to go hang out at a ball game sometime soon.
I'm not going to lie. When KB was sniping, it was nice to get like a couple of $100 super chats from the legend. That made me feel better about.
But that answers Dan's question.
Yeah. But that was a long time ago. Like, he quit doing that a long time ago. I hate that Kevin brings it up like he did that just last week. That guy is, he hasn't super chatted me in like fucking 3-4 months, whenever that was, whenever Vegas was. That's the only time he did that.
Because you're not useful to get his thing across. So then he does chat because he knows that'll get you annoyed. It'll get Kevin annoyed.
Oh, it'll get Kevin annoyed. I don't know. I didn't see. Yeah, I did see that once when Kevin's show. He's like, I only super chat Chad to upset Ray, and it's like, I'm like, good, keep doing it. Let Chad make money. I'm never gonna be upset. Someone else make. I'm not even upset. He fucking gives Gino money. Good. I'm not that guy. I think you know me well enough. There's a reason why, like, I don't have a fucking set time on my podcast and be like, hey, everyone, like, focus in. It's like, all right, I'll like message like the 15 people.
But we've talked about us disagreeing about that, right? Like, I think you should have a set time.
I don't care. It's fine.
No, I know you don't care. I know.
Tomorrow afternoon, I got a female comic on. And it's going to be no Dabbleverse. I already got topics, stuff going on in the news. So it's Dabbleverse people probably not going to want anything to do with it, which is fine. It's fine. I love that Stone and Stone episode. I got a lot of compliments on that, and they're great. and it was just silliness. It was just having fun with some comic friends, and that's what I started doing podcast. There was me and bigger staff. That's what we would do. It's just dumb shit. A lot of it was me arguing with Bob because I would have shit I wanted to talk about, and Bob would step over it, and then I'd want to fight him. But that's how it goes. It's good times. But thank you. Now, stay out of the D-verse, Tracy. Homeless cretin who announces he's bowing out of the Dabbleverse every other week. Jesus, Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. Come on, man. You just put.
I mean, you do say it a lot, though, Ray.
I'm just not. You get what I'm saying? I'm not participating in the drama. I'm not bashing. Even tonight, I didn't bash anyone. Did I bash anyone?
No, but you're not. That's not. But
did I bash anyone?
You did. It's not about bashing it, but you're participating in it.
What am I? I'm allowed to
By
fucking
talking
live
about
stream.
it, you're participating in it.
Tracy's my friend. Like this was brought to my fucking. What am I not supposed to ignore it? I'm kind of involved in this fucking thing. That's my friend. That was.
Look,
you get what I'm saying? Like,
things differently.
What do you want me to say?
I wouldn't. Yeah, but I wouldn't handle it on the air. That would have been probably the way that I would have done it. Because all you do now is. What are
you saying? I said nothing damning to anyone. There's nothing damning I said about anyone. So what the fuck is this shit?
No, I'm wondering. Don't you think that talking about it just adds more fuel to the fire to keep it going?
No, keep what going? Keep what going? What are you talking about?
The whole Tracy Jane.
I'm not shitting on anyone.
But
yeah, I'm not shitting on anyone. I guess Chad's got a whole special show dedicated to the legend tomorrow. So watch Chad's show about the legend. I guess he's got an entire show dedicated to him. So watch that if you want to see someone shit on the legend.
I was not implying that you were shitting on or bashing anybody. What I am saying is
So me just showing up? Yeah. What do you think people want to fucking hear about? Like, yeah, I'm kind of put in this fucking this math equation if you want.
No,
so what are you saying? I'm not fucking shitting on anyone. I'm not fucking
right, but you're participating, aren't you?
How am I? All right. Yeah, I'm participating. Yes, I'm participating. Yeah, I mean, hello, I'm the participant.
If we're talking,
I'm calling this episode. I'm a participant.
If we're talking about a show, and we're talking about people involved in a show,
I'm allowed to talk about that. I'm in the Dabbleverse.
Okay, but
I am allowed in the fucking Dabbleverse.
It's like you say you want to stay.
You're missing it. You're missing it. I'm not saying I'm not in the Dabbleverse. I'm saying I'm not fucking trying to ruin people's lives. I'm not trying to shit on people, being like, we got to end this. I'm not that guy. I'm not that dude. I think you're fucking missing. I think I think
so. I guess what you're saying to me is
two ships going by, and you're not.
Let me see if I guess what I'm understanding is you only want the good parts of the Dabbleverse, right?
What are you telling me? I don't care if it's a good parts or bad. I'm just saying, I'm not shitting on anyone, Schmuel. I'm not shitting on anyone. I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not fucking, I'm not that. I'm not like, let's take this person down a notch. I'm not that guy. Did you even hear me say anything? So that's what I'm saying. Yes, I'm allowed to talk about the fucking Dabbleverse. Guess what, dude? I'm allowed to fucking comment on the Dabbleverse. I'm in the Dabbleverse. Guess what? A lot of these shows, they talk about fucking me. So guess what? I can respond to that. But am I going to fucking go to a low level and be like fucking with people's shit? No, I'm not going to be that guy. But yes, I am fucking involved in it. There's a guy that was like telling a lady who's my friend, making up shit about me, being like, and then also on Gino's show, like, we got to take Ray down. We got to take him down a notch. It's like, what the fuck have I done to that dude at all? I just introduced him to a lady. It didn't work out well. So now I'm an asshole. Okay. I didn't talk shit about you to her. At no point did I talk shit.
All right, but how did him doing that to Gino, how did that make you feel?
I only saw it. I didn't watch the show.
But does it get you angry? Does it?
No, I don't give a fuck. But I have to acknowledge it. I can acknowledge it. My name's being brought up and shit. Like, yeah, I have to acknowledge it. I'm just acknowledging it. That's all I'm doing. I'm not fucking being like, everyone get this guy. I'm not that dude. I didn't say that.
right, and I'm not suggesting that you do that. That really wasn't.
He's the one that said that about me. Everyone, let's get Ray. Let's take Ray down. I was like, what the fuck did I do to you? I introduced you to a lady that you wanted to be introduced to, and then whatever it is, you fucked it up or it didn't work out. That's not on me, dude.
Right, but what would his goal be in doing that? Why would he have done that?
I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go pee. I'll let you talk for a second to these people. But yeah, I'm not. You can say what you want. Don't say anything too weird while I'm gone.
I will. Oh my god. So wait, I got to ask you guys because I'm very confused. If you say you don't want to be in the Dabbleverse, then you don't talk about the Dabbleverse. Am I right or am I wrong? I don't understand. No, you don't want to bash anybody, but really you've been shitting on the legend for the last half hour. But I don't get it. To me, it's like you either want out or you want in. You don't get the good without the bad in the Dabbleverse, right? And if people are crapping on you all the time, say something. You get upset. You call all your friends and you tell them you're upset and you're pissed off that this guy did this and that one did that. But then when you come on the air, you want to be Mr. Nice Guy. It's too hard to follow along. Right, mommy? Am I right? And I can't. I had to promise Ray that I wouldn't look at the chat when I came on a show, so I can't really see it. But I can imagine the worst thing that's ever happened to you is you wishing Ray comes back. There you go.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
You're setting my fake 237 viewers.
I was.
Why are you upsetting my fake 237 viewers?
No, I'm
I don't know what your angle is. I don't get what your angle is. Like, your angle is what? What is this? You seem to like love the Dabbleverse drama stuff. I like the Dabbleverse. I love the people in it, but I don't like the dumb drama of we got to fucking cut everybody. We got to cut everyone below their knees and take them down.
But Ray,
I've
no
never
reason.
cut. I don't get that.
Anytime I've been on your show, I've never cut anyone. But there's also. You're allowed to have an honest opinion. And I know that this stuff frustrates you. And I know these guys drive you crazy. And off air, it takes up a large part of your life. But on air, you're like, oh, I wish everybody well. I hope they do well. But off air, right, they're driving you nuts. So I don't get it. Like and to me, if I said I didn't want anything to do with the Dabbleverse, that would mean I don't want anything to do with the Dabbleverse, not.
No, I'm just not talking shit. I'm in the Dabbleverse. I'm sorry. I'm in the Dabbleverse. I'm here. I'm in.
Right.
But at the same time,
how many times have you said I'm out of the Dabbleverse? Every show.
Stop. All right. No, I'm not out of I'm done with the drama. So I think that's taken out of context. That I'm done with this dumb drama. I did think it was weird. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was weird with the legend that for some reason he wants to go at me. It's like, what the fuck did I do to you? Especially like his whole thing is I'm the bully of bullies. I just take out the biggest bullies, and then he's going at me. Like, I'm the guy that he's got his fucking crosshairs at. Like, I'm the guy, like, we got to get rid of this guy. Who's that? The guy who just wants peace with everybody? The most non-confrontational person. Let's fucking zone in on him and fucking, it's like, what, dude? Like, it makes no sense. So,
well, but the thing is,
because I'm an easy guy. I'm an easy guy to fucking.
Let me just talk for a second. Jesus. This is like it becomes impossible because you have an opinion, and anything that I have that's a different opinion, you just get mad at me. But the thing is, like with Gino and him going after you with Gino, that really doesn't have anything to do with you. It has to do with him trying to get Gino on his side. He knows Gino can't stand you. So what's the way he commiserates with Gino is by saying negative shit about you. And then Gino becomes, the legend. The legend's the greatest guy in the world. The legend's this. And when the legend turns on him, eventually
I didn't watch
Gino
his
looks like
podcast.
an asshole.
I just saw that Stalin clip. That's all I saw was the Stalin clip. I did not. I
But
don't watch Gino's
but do you-
show.
but
Same
you-
thing with like, no offense, and it's not like a disrespect thing to Chad or MLC. But if I'm not on these shows, I did watch a little bit of Levyverse today because I saw Leo Gunn's tweet that KB was on, so I did watch a little bit of that, and I thought it was cool seeing them back together. Hopefully things work out because I like both those guys.
All right.
You know?
What I was trying to say about the whole Gino thing and whatnot is that
I don't even care. I don't even like
let me
talking about
finish,
him.
man. The legend knows that he's going to get a rise out of Gino, that he's going to get Gino on his side. He knows it's going to upset KB. That's what he's doing. You're like an NPC in this thing. He's just using you to get to them. This isn't about you.
But that's what's also weird. Like, why did he bring me up? Why did he try to distance me from Tracy when I was no threat to him at all? I'm the one that introduced him and said, and if anything, gave the thumbs up in regards to him. So like
dude,
that's what's weird. Like when him and Tracy, everything was fine. He was still trying to shit on me to Tracy for like no reason. Like I was out of the picture. Like,
Ray, think about it though, right? How does he know her? He knows her through you, right? She likes you. She probably talks about you a lot. She probably says good things about you. And, human relations, male, female, he's going to talk shit about you because he's going to view you as a threat.
But that's a weird end game considering his only connection to her is me. So why in his weird head would he be like, I got to fucking take Ray down? And it's like, dude, I'm the one that
he's
fucking
afraid you're going to swoop in and steal her away.
I'm not.
But you're not. I know you're not. And you know you're not. But he doesn't know that.
Everyone sees Tracy and she's a good looking lady. I'm not saying she's not. She's a very attractive lady. But I just see her as a comic friend.
Right. I get
just see
that.
her as a comic friend. So
I
I'm
get
not,
that. And she probably sees it that way too. But does he?
So even if she wanted to get with him, which I don't think she is. I'm not speaking for her. I don't think and from hanging with her the other night, like, no, it wasn't that vibe at all. We're literally just like friends hanging out. But like that's all it is. Like, so I'm not a threat to him in that capacity because like she's just my friend.
I get it, Ray, but whenever there's three people involved in something, one of them is always trying to cut off one of them. So, I mean, it's the story of time.
Liam asked for the link, but Liam, you have me blocked on Twitter. I want to send you the link, and you have to unblock me on Twitter. I don't know why you have me blocked. I tweet nothing about you ever, but you have to unblock me for me to be able to send you the link.
We said you got it to him the other night.
Yeah, but I don't know why he.
Oh, I could send it to him, right? I could send it to him on Twitter.
Yeah, but I don't know why. Yeah, I like how he's me blocked. Like I ever fucking mention him on Twitter or have anything to do with him on Twitter. But that's Ray. Do you know Lorena Bobbitt? Can you hook me? I will do so, Dick Fitzwell. Dick Fitzwell, you're a good man. Thanks for signing up to my Patreon. I saw you. Patreon.com/Ray DeVito. $3 fucking. That's all it is. Quit being punks. $3. That's all it is. Nice podcast too. Why are you still communicating with this lunatic? Like I'm not. I didn't know all that weird stuff about him until Tracy told me that like she was like trying to get me out of his where Tracy was like he was trying to get Tracy to not communicate with me at all. And it's like, all right,
I sent Liam the link on Twitter.
All right. Yeah, I know. Mr. Rapey, stay out of the Dabbleverse, Tracy. Homeless cretin who announces he's bombing out of the Dabbleverse every other week. All right. I already read these, but I'm reading them back to trying to catch up. You're right, Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. I'm just not talking shit about people. I still I'm not.
Right. And
I'm
so
done
that's
doing that.
different than saying you want out of the Dabbleverse. That was my point.
Good as gold. Met Sam Morril. He's confused why you say he gave you advice. I had to explain the Dabbleverse. It seemed like he thought it, and you are retarded. Sam Morril and I are cool, but no, he knows nothing about the Dabbleverse.
Sam offers. He probably just offered life advice in general.
Yeah. Also, Sam and I are not that close. We're cool. We're friendly. But yes, I do not hang out with Sam. And also Sam never gave me advice. So, but thank you, good as gold. But Sam's a good man. I'll probably see him in New York when I get back into New York, which I might be moving back there. I don't know if you heard that. I might be moving back there. I don't know if it's official or not, but I might. New Jersey Ranger. He's a baseball guy. All right. Motherfucker looks like Mr. He played a long time ago. Why am I defending this guy? This guy is trying to cancel me over nothing.
Mr. Met had a tiny head and the baseball was around his gut.
And there's a Mrs. Met. There's a Mr. Met and a Mrs. Met.
Oh, yeah.
Harry Dunn, has a female comedian on tomorrow been on the show before? No, she is not. She has no clue what the Dabbleverse is. But she's hilarious. She's a good lady. And we'll have fun. I hate announcing guests just in case they cancel, because like I had someone cancel last week. That was a pretty big get, and they canceled. So I don't like to announce. Nick in Fort Wayne, who's a good egg. This is what they do in Fort Wayne. I don't know what that is. Leo motherfucking gun. How does it feel knowing Chad had to clean up your mess last night? He literally ran the guy off the internet after MLC ended. What is my mess, Leo Gunn? Text me what the hell you're trying to say.
Yeah, Leo was under fire earlier this week by another Dabble podcaster. And Leo's a good guy.
Oh, yeah. No, I like Leo Gunn. Leo Gunn's my buddy. He's a pretty decent sized guy too, but I have to beat him up when I see him.
Yeah.
I have to beat him up. That's a tough task. He's a pretty big guy. I don't know how I'm going to do it. He's a nice guy.
He's
good at comedy shows unless he has 27 fucking Manhattans while the show's going on. Then it can be a little chatty.
Well, you definitely get, if you ever talk to him about the compound Christmas party, and you talk to Gino about the compound Christmas party, you'd never know they were in the same place at the same time.
No, Leo Gunn's a good man. I like Leo Gunn.
Yep.
Even if he gives me shit, one guy's allowed to give me shit, and that's Leo Gunn. Leo Gunn's allowed to give me shit. I still got to beat him up when I see him, though. It's just part of the deal. Just part of the deal. Someone's got to keep him in line. There's not a lot of people out here to keep him in line. I got to keep him in line. But no, he's a good egg. I give him shit, and I say that lovingly. But yeah, he's a son of a bitch, I tell you. He's a son of a bitch, at Leo Gunn. He's a bastard, I tell you. He's a rat bastard. I have to fucking... No, he's a good man.
No, he's a good guy.
I will say this. When he was... by the way, I'm an asshole. So he was at my show at a comedy club in New York City. They were all there. Johnny Carson, Teamster Tim, Mommy. We're all having a good time.
Did Johnny stop talking?
No, and then Leo was downstairs listening to MLC on his phone, and I should have let him just hang out downstairs listening to MLC like a dummy. I'm like, get upstairs, his show's going on, and he was already 3 sheets to the wind. I should not have done that. That's my fault, Leo. I should have let You stay where you were. There was no reason to. He doesn't remember him doing this, but he was going up to other comics like, hey, do you know so-and-so? Like saying like Kevin Brennan. They all knew who Kevin Brennan was, but the other comics they did not know. And I'm not going to say the comic's name, but he did say to one of them, do you know who Gino is? And the guy says, isn't that the guy? And this is a guy that I'm not even close with. He's still well-established New York City comic. He goes, yeah, didn't he like get fired from a country club for like running around and yelling the N-word? And I was like, all right. I had to pull Leo. I had to put no. Leo didn't say it. The comic said that. The comic doesn't know Gino from anything, and I didn't say. And I was like, and I just said to the comic, no, that's a different guy. And I just pulled Leo away. It's like just
right. So we've talked about that. That is like that story. It gets pinned on you, but that was something that was widely known.
Yeah.
And Leo got so anyway. I just say this: Leo got attacked earlier this week by another podcaster.
I know, Stuttering John.
Let me finish. But I think the guy wasn't really attacking Leo. He was trying to go after somebody else, and he was using Leo to do that. I'll tell you that theory later, Leo.
So that was Stuttering John, you're saying?
Yeah. I didn't bring up his name. Yeah.
Did you send Liam the link?
I did. I sent it to him on Twitter.
Yeah, because he asked for it, but
well, maybe he doesn't know it's coming from me. I will check. Yeah, no, I did send it to him. I don't have his phone number. I just have his Twitter handle. Who knows? Maybe he blocked me and I don't know it.
I have
now email. It's like, do you notice now you can see people whose they have you blocked? You can still see their tweets.
But it's weird that he blocked because I don't really tweet about the Dabbleverse at all. So it's like, I guess that's like but Leo Gunn's a good egg. Can I take him? Probably not. That's why I joke about it. I think he's got me. He's a pretty big dude. He's in good shape. Just letting the ladies know he's in good shape.
He's a fit man.
EFS is a good egg. I hung out with EFS in New York City, and I also hung out with him in Pennsylvania. He's a great egg. Is EFS. There's the man. What's up, Liam? How are you, buddy?
Oh, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing, Ray?
All right. Why do you have me blocked on Twitter? Not that I care, but why do you do that?
I got real mad at you a month ago, and I was out of the Ray DeVito business for the third time. The way that you're out of the Dabbleverse constantly.
No, it's not that I'm not. I'm not shitting on people. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not shitting on people.
I get it, and now I have to explain it to Schmuel because he clearly. Look, I speak Ray, Schmuel. You don't. It's frustrating.
Obviously.
The first thing you have to do is remember he contradicts himself constantly. So you can't get mad at him when he says one thing and does another because he doesn't remember. He's got as he said, he's got the memory of a goldfish, right?
I do.
So that's the first thing you have to say. Second of all, Ray's saying he's out of the Dabbleverse. You said that a lot, Ray. But what Ray meant was Ray's out of the business of being made fun of in the Dabbleverse and also interacting with the people who make him crazy in the Dabbleverse. He wants to do like he likes Kevin. He likes Chad right now. He likes, Do
I like Chad? I have no business with Chad one way or another.
Maybe I like Chad right now, but
yeah, I'm just not shitting on people.
Right. See, but you see what I'm saying, Schmuel? It's like right now he's doing the things he likes doing, and he's like
I just want to have fun.
Beef. Yeah, but the thing is, Ray, the Dabbleverse is all about the drama. Nobody likes having fun in this.
I'm sorry. You should have came to my birthday party. There's 15 people from the fucking Dabbleverse all having fun. There was no drama.
Right, but
there was no drama.
Have you ever read the super chats on your show?
Yeah.
This guy right here. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
It was like he had be heard of you. I don't know who Good as Gold is.
Good as Gold, you are as clear as mud. But you see what I'm saying, Schmuel, right? You're getting angry because Ray said, that's it, I'm out of the Dabbleverse. but that's not what he meant. What he meant was he's
EFS
out
is
of
a
the
good
whole-
guy. I've hung out with EFS. He's a fantastic man.
But Liam, isn't that what I said when I said he just wants the good parts of it? He doesn't want
Schmuel,
the negative parts. But
please
but we
don't
get-
take this the
I-
wrong
I get-
way. You sound
I
like
was-
you might be slower than Ray tonight, and I'm
I
just
don't know.
gonna-
You know, Ray, I said this to earlier. You know, you said the thing about the Tracy phone call to Norton. We talked on the phone earlier. You're like, I'm never going to say that to anybody. That's personal. And I you know,
No, that's not like Norton's a great guy. We all love
talking
Norton.
about it. And so, and it's been frustrating for me. Like you and I have phone conversations where you say to me, "Don't say anything. Don't say anything to anybody."
Well, that's up for me to say it. If I have information, like,
but then it comes up. No, it doesn't come out from. I get it from other people on the internet. So it's like,
no, man, you
Okay, Schmuel,
no
so-
offense, Schmuel, but like I was at my birthday party that my family threw for me, and my nieces knitted me a hat,
right.
and I just texted you a picture, and then people are sending me the picture. I'm like, where did that come from? You're the only one I sent that from. So apparently you
Right.
showed that on a stream.
I know
Okay,
it was horrible of me to show that you had nieces who thought enough of their uncle to knit him
But
a
I'm
hat.
just saying, it's just weird
A little,
when
yeah, that's
Okay, so
people
Schmuel,
are like
Schmuel,
sharing text
I
messages.
got
Wait,
you,
wait, let me-
Liam. I understand.
let me jump in here for a second because you really don't understand. Okay, first of all, when Ray tells you something, he's already told 5 other people.
I'm
No,
Okay,
learning.
seriously,
You're
when
the
Ray-
only one I sent that fucking.
When
'cause
Ray
he called
says,
me and I
when
was
Ray
like,
says, please
I'm at
don't
my
tell
birthday
anyone,
party.
he's already talked to 5 other people on the phone about it. Okay, so that's
Right.
number one. So you're getting upset about something that you
You
can't.
say that
control.
like 5 people take my phone calls.
Dude, you talk to people all day and night. It's all right. I've been on
I
the other
don't.
end. I've been on. Okay, so second of, dude, I've seen stuff you've asked me not to tell pop up on the internet. So I you know, it's like it is what it is.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
not always the source of it either. But second of all, Schmuel,
Oh, man.
you know,
How
again,
am I getting
Schmuel,
hammered on my own show? Come on.
Schmuel, he's already got people who like are offering money to get his family on shows. He's got like a documentarian that's like chronicling his every move. So right now, Ray is very sensitive about anything to do with his family popping up in the Dabbleverse. So I like you really need to understand that. Like when you say anything about his family and what they've done, it feels like a betrayal to him. To Ray, it's like the next step to another Sheckler video coming out.
Then I apologize, Ray. I thought it was
Yeah,
a
you owe
sweet
me an
thing because
apology. Fuck
everybody
no.
says Ray doesn't get along with his family. His family hates him.
Who
Nobody
says that?
talks to him.
That's chat.
Right, it's all
That's
over.
chat.
Right. And
That's
so
one
you got
guy.
this
Like everybody.
picture of, you know, it was an innocent picture of you getting your nieces who knitted you a hat. There were no nieces in the picture, you know.
But still, you know, it's like, oh, now people know he has nieces. In Ray's mind, they're already trying to find their names. And someone in the chat's already like, I wonder if they're hot.
It's not news. It's not news that he's got sisters and nieces.
I mean,
all right, let's move on to something else.
Ray told a story about pissing in the hallway once. It's a hit song now.
I
mean,
understand.
every single part of Ray's life is dissected, examined, and then regurgitated as content in the Dabbleverse.
Right. And my point is that you if you want to, but you can't, like the way the Dabbleverse works, the way the world works, right? You
No,
don't
the
get to
world doesn't work
selectively
the
choose
way
what people talk about you. And his responding, and they do it
so
because they
me-
know it's
so
going to
me
get his
texting
goat,
you
and then he
is
comes on here
guaranteed
and
to be like
he
on the
does
internet.
exactly what they want.
Listen, I learned the hard way. You don't ever tell anyone in this world anything actually personal that you don't want to get out.
Exactly.
Mr. Ray, if you send me on Twitter message me that picture and I will confirm or deny.
Ray is the guy
I didn't see that.
Tracy showed the pic of the same guy you remember from the court all those years ago. Please confirm, be useful for once in your life. What does that mean?
And by the way, I'm not going to say who Mr. Ray is on Twitter, but if I'm not following you, I will follow you. And if you want me to say, I'll announce who it is because people let me know who you are. He's very funny, Mr. Rapey.
He's
Mr.
actually
Ray.
the chatter of the year.
He's a funny. So is beloved chatter. He's beloved chatter. He's also very funny. Teo Hank, Ray, can we see the Gustav swag from F1? This is for Teo Hank. He loves Benito Santiago. Benito Santiago for you, Tio Hank. I keep that next to the laptop just in case you super chat. I got to do that. But no, I do.
By the way,
Gustav's sending me swag. I do got some swag coming from F1. Not only do I have swag coming, but their number one driver, I got an autograph hat from him.
I can't wait till you blow Gustav's cover.
No, I won't show that. If Gustav does not want me to show it, I will not.
Okay, we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah. No, I gotta confirm with Gustav. It's okay.
I've been down this road.
Yeah.
Show us the envelope that was mailed to him in with the return address.
Wait, so Ray, I would just want to say I'm not going to be on here long, but it's just like your argument with Schmuel was making me crazy on my drive home tonight. Because I think he doesn't. Schmuel, have you ever watched the show before? Like it felt like this is your first time, maybe your second time ever talking to Ray.
We go back a long way. I find it very frustrating in life to see people who are constantly in their own way.
Well, then you want to get out of the Dabbleverse and don't host a podcast in it. I should not be on this show if I want to do the things in my career I need to do.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that.
But Ray, I want to congratulate you on the best episode of Rock Bottom. It was hosted by Kevin last night on his show, but it had just absolutely you set Kevin up for a stellar show last night.
Oh, for that with Tracy?
Tracy Jane, yeah.
And as one of the super chats put it earlier, Ray's the center of this thing, but everybody else is making the money off it.
Yeah.
Ray, can you just tell your audience right now? I've never sent any of your female guests anything creepy. I've never DM'd them.
Not that I'm aware. Not that I'm aware about.
Thank you. I just want to. I want to clear this up. I don't ever DM your guests. I don't talk to anyone in the Dabbleverse outside of when I'm on a podcast, and I really wanted to clear that up before I leave tonight.
But Liam, I am fascinated with this thought that Ray can come on and he can talk to Kevin, the people that he likes in the Dabbleverse, and he's okay that's okay. But when he gets the blowback from his super chatters on other stuff, and he does it, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't seem to me like that's the way to get out of the Dabbleverse.
Well, he's not trying to get out of the Dabbleverse. I thought I explained this.
He's been trying to get every show starts with him out of the Dabbleverse.
Right, but again, Ray, and I'm sorry, Ray. I don't mean this in a way that offends you. Ray does not always communicate his thoughts clearly, right? And so when he says I'm getting out of the Dabbleverse, what he means is he's getting out of certain corners of the Dabbleverse.
Thank you, Liam. Liam should be my lawyer. He's
not going to do certain things anymore that used to get him a lot of negative attention from the Dabbleverse.
Yeah, I'm not shitting on people.
Right. Now he's back on Kevin's show. He doesn't have to do these things anymore.
Right. The single most vitriolic show on the Dabbleverse is a good way to limit the hate and the things that happen to you.
What do you think? Does B Dabbler come on MLC if I'm not on MLC the other night? What do you guys think?
I mean, look,
I can't speak for him, but does he come on if I'm not on there?
I mean, look all I can say is one of the absolute best episodes of that show was Tukey and April Brucker, which would not have happened without one of the absolute stellar moments in podcast history.
Liam,
by the way, like I never had anything. I had nothing negative about April. So it was weird for her to come
unironically
back at me like somehow it's like, what? Like I'm the only one having fun with this. Yeah,
Liam,
I don't dislike April.
You into the KB show, correct?
No, it was Carl's show, WATP. But it was because I was on there and I told an embarrassing story about Ray.
Okay.
Ray was going to have Carl was going to have Ray on to make fun of him, and so I asked if I could also be a guest. And then I told like an embarrassing story about Ray, and then
What was
but my
the story?
it was about how you were drunk and a woman tried to get you to take her home, and instead you went back and got more drunk outside the. This is at the Bowery Poetry Club. This was many years ago.
Yeah, if I'm drinking, I'm not trying to hook up with a lady.
Dude, when I'm drinking, this was all I was trying to do.
That's
Yeah,
the reason why you drank.
The one thing I miss about not drinking anymore is I used to get laid all the time. Like it's crazy how much I used to get laid versus
No, there's a lot of times like women were trying to like hook up with me, and I'm just like, I'm not into it. I'm like, text me tomorrow. Well, I'm just like, hey, if I'm gonna hook up with a lady, I'm gonna hook up with a lady. If I'm not going to, like, you got to let me know earlier in the day if I'm hooking up with you. You can't bring that on me 11 o'clock at night.
When a lady's drunk, she's not always planning.
I don't know. I'm just stuck in those ways. It's like I can't fit it in. I got a busy schedule.
Right.
But yeah, those were great times. The old Bowery Poetry Club.
Yes, I miss it. I miss it.
That was. Oh, I got to read this. One Furious F, who's a good egg. I like One Furious F. Ray, you are the unofficial Madam of the Dabbleverse with your dirty black phone, but you're no Heidi Fleiss, more like Howdy Fleiss. That's why Uncle Fester, they're talking to you. Jeez.
How dare you? I'm only going bald, Furious.
No, he's calling Schmuel.
Oh,
that's
no.
That is, you do look like Uncle Fester.
Dude, I haven't seen Furious in weeks.
He's a good man.
Did he run out of money?
No, he's a good man. He has his ups and downs. He got mad at me once for a minute, and I apologized to him. But I'd like you, One Fierce F.
He literally spent 3.5 months spending thousands of dollars to call me fat. Like it was an astonishing amount of money.
Insane.
Which again, I don't see a dime of. Ray, is it true you're moving to New York City?
I might.
Are you? So is it? Have you been asked to leave, like Felix Unger, asked to leave your current?
No.
Okay.
No. In fact, I might keep this place here. I might give them money to stay here too, because I might do both. I don't know.
Which would mean nothing would change, right? Because you really do live in New York City.
But I would just be there more often. I'd be there. So I don't know.
So you're gonna hold on to this treadmill?
That's not my treadmill.
You don't want to let go of that treadmill. Well, you sleep on it though.
I do. Yeah. What Bichetti was making fun of me because there's no seat on that treadmill.
When Mike's making fun of you, it's time.
I love Mike Bichetti. He can make fun of me all he wants. I fucking love it. You can say the most filthiest things about me, and I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, Bichetti, you fucking stick." Same thing with Tom Myers. Stick it to me, Tom Myers. You say the most. Same thing with April Brucker. Say the most filthiest things you can say about me, and I'll laugh and enjoy it. Ray, they're calling you Diddy DeVito for trafficking movie extras to psychopaths. Thoughts? Oh, Tracy wasn't an extra. She wasn't an extra. In fact, I'll pull up the picture of her in Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, it was a real scene. I want to do it where I can just pull up the photo. I don't want to put any of her. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but if I can pull up just the photo, I'll do that.
Liam, did you hear our talk about the legend shitting on Ray to?
There we go.
To Tracy.
No, but I'll address that in a second too.
There you go. There's a picture of her in the Wolf of Wall Street with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Did she have lines? She
did have lines. She had lines. Okay. She gave him a lap dance.
Was she under 5 or she co-star?
No, I assume she didn't have much. She was just in that scene as a stripper. But okay, no, she's in the scene for like a minute or so.
Oh, by the way, someone in the chat just reminded me. I ordered a copy of English Vinglish on DVD. It's coming next week.
By the way, someone sent me a picture of me in the movie. I am in the movie.
Yeah, well, I didn't see that to believe it.
Um,
Aren't you not on the IMDb page?
I haven't put any of my IMDb stuff.
Well,
Someone
they're
told me
supposed
they
to
would
do
tell
that.
me.
The production company does that.
Well, all right. Well, they didn't put me on there.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of. But no, also like all the sketches I did for Adam TV are not on there.
Can we see the picture?
I got to find it on my computer, but I'll find it.
Okay.
Do you want me to look for it? I'll see if I can find
Oh,
it.
yeah. I need to
course.
know when I'm watching. I need to know what to look for. Also, I have to make sure I don't blink.
Yes. Yeah. If you blink, you'll miss me. They cut out my lines. Because I did have lines when we were shooting.
Did they fly you to India?
No, it was in New York City. It was in the.
Oh.
And by the way, it's a Bollywood movie, and everything in Bollywood is a guerrilla shoot. Like they really don't have. All right, let me find it.
Bollywood?
Yeah, Bollywood. Like,
Have you seen RRR? Literally
I'm
the
just
most
saying.
expensive movie ever made. maybe the English of English in New York was.
Yeah, it was
guerrilla style, but I
they
promise
shot.
you-
They did a scene in a Starbucks, right where I was at, like when we were down by like East Houston, and they got kicked out. It was a Sri Devi scene, and they got kicked out for shooting. Like literally, like while they were shooting, because there was like a camera, and they're like, "Yeah, you can't shoot here." So everything is like guerrilla shoot. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find.
Well, Schmuel, while he's doing that, I'll address what you were saying earlier.
All right.
Everyone in the Dabbleverse shits on Ray. In person, online, in private chats. It's kind of it's become like kind of like a weird cult-like national movement. So I'm not surprised the legend was shitting on Ray. Also, the legend is a scumbag. Like a complete and utter piece of shit. So
Yeah. I knew he would, but him shitting on Ray would certainly turn Gino on because Gino loves to shit on Ray.
yeah, but he wasn't.
So
Why?
that's
What's
what
the-
I was.
Okay, so I heard. Okay, so yes, I did hear that. What does Gino have to do with Ray? Like, I didn't get that at all. Like, I
Oh,
didn't
the
understand.
No,
legend-
Gino just hates me for
The legend
fact that I
sent
exist.
$300 to Gino yesterday on Gino's show,
Right, but
and was asking Gino to line up against Ray. We had to take Ray down.
Yeah, that was one of his messages to Gino. It's like, we got to fucking take Ray down. It's like, huh?
dude, I mean, he might as well have just thrown $300 in the Grand Canyon and screamed it. Like,
Yeah, like I'm already
mean-
down. What are you
No.
taking down? Like
No,
I'm already
but-
down.
It's not.
on Gino's show, that's literally 6 months worth of super chats.
I
But
would
of course
agree,
they
but
don't.
it also gets him. But what happens is it's like there was another guy that talked negatively about KB, who's got probably 35 viewers, and KB spent 20 minutes
Oh, is that Dan?
going over it. So
Right. but, you know, I mean, here's the thing. The legend got himself a place in this fucking corner of entertainment where if you can literally buy your way in, right?
exactly.
So like obviously he wants to keep his place going. And I think he thinks if he just keeps throwing money at the shows, he'll be back where he was. I mean, you have to remember the dude literally announced himself when I was on MLC at in my time 1 a.m. Or it felt like, I can't imagine what time it was. It was just like one of those shows that went 5 hours. And he just like suddenly started saying he was a baseball player and giving his stats. And I was calling bullshit on him then, right? Because he's just obviously who would announce that. So at the best case scenario, the guy's a psychopath and a piece of shit. And he's watching this right now. And he's
Oh,
probably like, oh God, I wish I could spend $100 telling him to go fuck himself. Just do it. Just do it. I'll tell or call Ray. I'll tell you, fucking Ray can send you the link. I'll tell you to your face. You're a scumbag, and it made me so happy to see how fat you are.
I've never believed that he was actually who he said he was, but Ray assures me that he is.
I think he is. I mean, I have no proof, but I think it is.
It's like if One Furious F accidentally let his picture out on the podcast, and then we all saw that he was 350 pounds. Like, how sweet is that? After literally 5 months of calling me fat, to see that picture, he looks like Anakin Skywalker at the end of Return of the Jedi, when Luke takes the helmet off, and he's like, "I just want to see you with my own eyes." That's what he looks like.
It's like Dabble, it's like DabbleCon and Hackamania where they have to buy the extra strong seats because of the crowd.
Right?
I'm looking. I don't have it off the top of my thing, but I will.
I'm getting.
I will do it
for Hackamania. He did rent better chairs, a better quality chair. Now I don't know if it has to do with everybody's so fat, but it seemed reasonable.
Schmuel, aren't you related to Shuli, second, third cousin?
Not at all.
You're allowed to be.
Shuli's a friend, but we're not related.
Ray looked like mommy's 51-year-old baby at a birthday party. Jesus, Leo Gunn, come on, man. We're all trying to be friendly over here. Leo Gunn, you coming in here being mean? Come on, Leo Gunn. Is that good, man? Schmuel was at my birthday party. Wait. You're the one guy that can confirm what the legend looks like based on that Tracy pick, and you couldn't even bother to do that as basic prep. It's spectacular how useless you are. Wait. You're the only one guy that confirmed what the legend looks like based on that Tracy pick, and you couldn't even bother to do basic prep. Oh, God damn it.
Ray played basketball when he was 10 years old with the alleged legend.
Yeah, I was in fucking college. That's a long time ago. I haven't seen him since then.
But you did vouch for him in the Dabbleverse.
I vouch for him like he's a good guy in the capacity. I knew him. I didn't know he was like trying to like. I even vouch for him where like Tracy asked for his numbers. Like, yeah, you should talk to the guy. I didn't know like all this stuff. I didn't know he was going to like turn on me and be like, "Whoa, do you believe what a weirdo Ray is?" I was like,
right. Everybody turns on you at some point. It's just that's what they do. Right?
Yeah, I get it. Like, I mean, I'm not used.
Okay, but to be fair, Ray is infuriating. Like
really?
It is sometimes difficult to long-term deal with Ray.
What are you talking about? I'm a fucking
short term.
I'm talking about Ray Goods, not you. Don't worry.
Like when you take Ray to dinner and you realize that he can't drink a beer and eat at the same time.
Yeah, did that happen when we were in Queens?
Yeah, I'm taking you to dinner. Yeah, let's go to dinner. So we go to dinner. Ray gets like 2 pints rather quickly. We sit at a table. He takes his order to go. And I'm sitting there eating
I get to go. Oh, I'm a douche.
Eating my dinner.
That's because I wasn't ready to eat yet. I had like shit I had to do. Because you wanted to eat at like 5 o'clock.
I wanted to meet at the bar at 5. Because you wanted to meet at the bar at 5. You wanted to meet early. That was what you wanted to do because you had a show.
Okay. That's true. I can't eat and then do a show.
And then you were like an hour and a half late. And then it was like
an hour and a half late. I got there at 6:30.
Worried about the show. And then I find out it's like an open mic at an old pub in Astoria that you're not getting paid for.
No, it's a bar. It was a bar show in Astoria.
The only venue Ray will shit at is Comedy Village.
Yeah, we did. By the way, I heard you shitting on the Comedy Village. It's a pretty good
I
club.
Shit on the Comedy Village. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you were like, "Oh, well, what a shitty club. Why would Ray bring people there?"
No. I said no. Okay, what I said was, if I was taking people to, I
wasn't taking people to a show. I was just happy to be on the show.
Especially someone like Kevin, who I knew the next day was going to talk about how, like, pick apart every single bad part.
He was going to talk about
So
and he had fun. That's what I'm saying. Like, he got mad at me because I was like, "You had fun, dude. You were having fun. You enjoyed."
Wait. Let me finish my sentence. And this is what I said. I would have taken them someplace where I could guarantee there would be a full crowd that would be laughing hard at my jokes, not a corridor with 8 people and the comics talking in the back.
All right, to be honest, there was like 15 people. Not that who gives a shit.
Do you
But
think it
still,
would
But
have
at
made
the
any
same
difference?
time, like
Lee?
I'm not in charge of the crowd. And by the way, the night before, that place was packed. There was like 70 people in there.
But wherever
who gives a shit?
Ray took Kevin, the result was going to be the same.
Dude, if Kevin ever comes to see one of my shows, I am handing out leaflets. I am sending Facebook invitations.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
calling
It could be
favors.
like,
Right, and then it'll be
okay,
like, oh, Liam papered the room. He paid people to be there. Just 'cause he
Rather
knew I
do
was
that
coming.
than
No,
fucking
man.
hear about how shitty I was for the next 10 years.
here's the deal. And Gustav's here, so there's a super chat from Gustav coming up here in a little bit. But Gustav, who I hung out with after Brennan left, said
Did you
to
just
me,
tease a super chat?
"What?
Did you just tease a super chat?
Yeah, it's
Folks, stick around. We got a Borgo coming up right after the break.
no." But even Borgo said to me, he goes,
Oh,
"Kevin was
Might even be a
laughing during
legend
your."
in there.
He's like, "Kevin was laughing during your set." So I know.
Was Borgo there?
Yeah, Borgo was there too. It's Borgo and Kevin, and then I was on
Gustav?
stage.
I think you mean Gustav.
Oh no, I mean Gustav. I'm sorry, Gustav. That's right. I meant Gustav. Gustav was the Gustav. I got a Gustav super chat coming. But no,
He's financing
even
the
Gustav
lifestyle.
said after it's like Kevin laughed at some of your like so same thing when Liam, you were there sniping with Kevin when they were sniping Hackamania. He was laughing like a fucking proud papa while I was on fucking
Oh.
stage.
Kevin was laughing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I was there with Kevin and he was definitely enjoying himself.
Yeah. So same thing on this night. So it's all right. He has to act like he's mad, and he gets mad at me that I pull the curtain back and says he's having fun. And then he's like, "Wait, I don't have fun. That's not what I do. We don't have fun here. We don't have fun here." He turns into that guy. Are you going to give Legend the Puppets Lady number? Yes, I will. That'd be great. The Legend in April.
The legend won't know what hit him.
Oh, that'd be great. Teamster Tim, nice apartment. You been? Why do you consider my home a flop house? And I'm sending the lamp to shine. Jesus Christ, Teamster Tim. Jesus, man. I'm wearing your shirt. This is Teamster Tim's shirt. I'm wearing his sweatshirt, Teamster Tim. He's a good man. Send my love to Gracie, Teamster Tim, you punk.
Who's Gracie?
His puppy.
Oh, yeah. I've seen Gracie. She's cute.
Ozone. Schmuel was already being weird with the way he acts like your handler. Now he's talking up your great chin. This guy is grooming you, Ray. Cut him loose. Jeez, is that what you're doing? You're grooming me? Come on, man. Come on. No grooming here.
Ray,
Yeah,
Noga saying, oh, well, first of all, we have to read this, but
we got to read this one.
Her super chat.
How much of the supercharged money from last night does KB share as a finder's fee? Also, please ask him on air.
That should have said super chat, but I was sitting in a parking lot. Like I didn't know I'd be on the show by the time it came up.
I'm not the quick. They call me slow for a reason.
But are you going to ask Kevin for a percentage?
No.
I think you might want to ask him to kick up some money in an envelope.
Yes, I need an envelope. I-80 Ray, I thought you were giving the Dabbleverse a finger. Make up your goddamn. I'm just not talking shit about people. Even tonight, I didn't talk shit about people. Texas Bjorn, wrong.
See, when Ray's not angry, I like being on the show.
I'm not angry.
Only when we see the other Ray come out that it's tough to be on the show.
Come on, man. I'm a nice guy.
I like Gummy Ray. Gummy Ray was fun.
Gummy Ray's a good man.
I did not do it. I'm out of gummies. I saw a clip yesterday. You said Snickers are the best candies. What the fuck? How Snickers are the best? Snickers is the best candy bar. What do you guys think? What do you think is the best candy? I go with Snickers.
Well, you go, Schmuel, because I have to think about this. Sorry, just start paying attention.
I don't really eat them, but I think Bounty bars. I like the coconut.
Almond Joy, then? Is that what you're saying?
Or Mount, whatever the one without
Mounds.
the almonds in it.
The shit's real bad for my teeth, but I like Oreos. Those are good cookies.
But they're not
That's
candies.
they're
What kind
not
of candy?
Yeah, but I don't eat candies anymore because they're really bad for my teeth.
You've
Candy
gone healthy
bars?
with the Oreos.
Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. Schmuel, as a second mic here, learn this phrase. Move it along, Ray. The chat will thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Ray's tough to budge once he gets going.
Oh, come on, man. Gustav, I told
There
you
he
about a set time. You train people to expect an X time, and it becomes part of the routines, like the evening news was. Gustav, I will.
Dude, it's true. If you went on right after Kevin, people would be like, "Okay, now I watch." It was what Pat Dixon used to do. Okay, I just watched KB. Now I'm going to watch the after show or not.
Maybe I'll do that, man. Liam, if you want to talk about a thing where you could do it, we could do it. I'll give you some of the money.
I'm actually going to start monetizing my channel, so maybe because
Yeah,
I have to do 500 watch hours, I guess, and then we could do an after show.
So that could
and
be
make no money. Maybe that wouldn't be a good idea. All right, we'll talk about it. I don't think I can commit to that every day because I have school and other stuff. But yeah, maybe once or twice. But it's just like if you use MLC, right? So like Chad is MLC's lead-in. So like people now know, okay, before MLC, I'll watch Chad, and then they watch MLC, and then you could be like, like it's like you must see Thursday.
The after party. Yeah, it could be the after party.
Yeah, the after party, and like and then you all snipe each other, and it's a mess. But whatever.
Oh, so don't let Schmuel fool you, Ray. He's bald, extremely bald. Make him take that head off, or he never comes back. Oh, he's not completely bald, man.
I got no hair in the front. And it's
Party
all white, so
party on the side. Party on the side.
No, the problem is when you get old and you start going bald, your hair grows weird in weird places. Like it'll grow on a part of your head, but not on another. So you just kind of have to keep it short.
I get both. My hair grows on my head, and I get it in other places.
You got a great head of hair.
Mommy, why are you so mad at me? I don't know why Mommy is. Mommy,
Don't tell me you're looking at the free chat, Liam.
I look at everything, man.
Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray.
I have no focus.
Ray, write this down. You can't be having the Dabbleverse. No one gives a crap about the topics and lady comics with no credits. Get in the mud and give the people what they want. You buffoon.
Okay, Mr. Rapey Ray, I'm gonna explain to you, like you've never seen this show before. Ray will do this for a week and a half, and then someone will say something that irritates him, and then he'll scream about it for 3 months. That's how the show works. And by the way, Ray, you discussing the news is, and I don't want to oversell this, is one of the worst things I've ever seen you do on your live stream.
I'm great at it.
Don't ever discuss the news again.
No one talks about the news the way I talk about the news.
Right. There's a reason. Like literally, I think I went on a 20-minute drive and I almost hung myself. By the time I got to my
you can't hang yourself in a car. How weird would that be? Someone commits suicide by hanging themselves in a car?
I almost left the parking brake off and left it in reverse and ran behind the car and laid down.
Was it worse than your average Rumble stream?
It was no Pat Dixon show, but it was pretty bad.
Ah, Jesus. Schmuel, I got your message. If you got to jump off, it's all good. Just
all right, guys.
All right,
Liam,
man.
always good to see you. Ray, thank you very much. Have a great night, everybody.
Thanks for hanging, Schmuel. Peace.
Okay, Ray. Like, so for instance, Linda McMahon is going to be nominated for the Secretary of Education.
Vince McMahon's daughter?
Wife.
Oh, that's Stephanie McMahon. Oh, that's his daughter, his wife? Get out of here.
Wife.
No, it's not.
Seriously,
Vince McMahon, because he's in the WWE Hall of Fame,
right?
And Trump is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Correct. Linda McMahon will be our secretary. I can't even say it. Secretary of Education.
Who's in charge of the FDA? Triple H.
Oh my God!
It's Triple H, RFK. I saw that
Okay.
RFK.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see what happens when people don't super chat? I bring up the news and make Ray discuss it.
Yeah, it's
But who would you, so that's who Trump is nominating for the Secretary of Education. So who's the Secretary of Transportation? Go.
I'm gonna
pen,
say
Ray.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think that everyone should be a wrestler. Ric Flair should be in charge of it.
Who's
The plane ride from hell. The plane ride from hell. He should be in charge. Hey, if he can navigate the plane ride from hell, then he can navigate all transportation.
who was first on Trump's list? Chris Benoit?
I think so. I think it was
Secretary of Marriages and Raising Children.
Brett Hall. The Rock and Roll Express was Rock and Roll Express. Was Goldberg involved in this somehow?
Haystack Calhoun and Butterbean.
Because Stone Cold said so. Thank you, Mr. Rapey Ray. You're a good man. You know you're one of my favorites. You're a good man. Ray, what Rapey Ray said you pretend Joe listen.
Oh, Ray, did you go see your friend? Did you go support your friend Joe List at Town Hall?
No, I'm
big
not
show.
in New York. I'm not in
Okay.
I'm not
You
in New
didn't
York.
go down
right
to
now.
support him?
He's a good man. I like
Did you
Joe.
send him a congratulatory text? Because I did.
No, I did not.
He would have probably liked to have read it and then responded a week and a half later.
Yeah, he's a good man.
He's a good man, not a great texter, but a good man.
Did no, I text him. I text him. He texts me back every time I text him.
Me too, but it takes sometimes it takes a while.
By the way, I don't know if you saw the Stone and Stone episode, but someone super chatted. Do you know who Liam and Chad are? And Todd Stone goes, "Yeah, I know Liam McEnany."
Yeah, I know Todd and Todd.
Yeah,
Stone and
so
Stone.
Stone and Stone. Call him Todd and Todd. That's leaving Adam out of the equation. That's very unfortunate for Adam. But they knew who you were.
I gave KB their contact info.
I don't know if they need to be. I mean,
They would love to be on MLC. I think that's the kind of thing they would have absolutely have a lot of fun doing.
They'd be great. It'd be a different vibe of a show.
But I think they would be great, and I think
they're great. They're hilarious. They're fucking hilarious dudes. I fucking love those guys.
But it's like you could call them gay twins, and they would absolutely roll with it.
They had a great time.
Yeah.
No, they were fucking fantastic. I love those guys. Those guys are great. Ray, how many nice pocket? How many blue chews would it take for Tracy? Well, first of all, if I'm going to, she's my friend, but if I'm going to have sex with a lady, I just need a heads up that we're going to do it. And I'm done doing 2. I'm just doing 1 blue chew from now on. 2 is an overkill. I did 2 and that was too much.
What did your doctor say about that?
He doesn't even know.
That's good.
Yeah, he doesn't even know.
Prescribe yourself medication, right? That's how it works.
No, you can buy them.
Right.
You can buy them from people. Mr. Ray. Ray's moving back to New York. If you listen close, you can hear Gooch changing his locks. Ouch, Mr. Ray, come on. Jesus, come on, man.
I think he's in LA right now.
Yeah, he is in LA right now.
He was just at the Improv the other night, but I didn't go.
He's a good man.
It's a weird thing to go up to someone and say, "Hey, I know we've never met, but I've heard a lot about you."
He's a good guy. He's a great guy.
I heard you have a spare room if I ever need to crash in New York. I'll bring my own space heater.
He's a good guy. We all love him here. Heave Supermarket with that Deutsch, 50,000 Deutsches.
Those are dongs.
Those are dongs. I like dongs, especially when there's 50,000 of them.
I hope somebody just clipped that.
Yes, I like dongs especially when there's 50,000 of them. Ray's got a detailed opinion about the physique of the body of literally every man he meets.
That's no lies detected.
No lies detected, man. BYB podcast. You're going to beat Leo Gunn off when you see him. What the fuck? Yes, that's what I have to do. Someone's got to get Leo Gunn to get it up. He's been struggling. I got to help him any way I can. I got to help Leo Gunn out. He's a good man, and he needs all the help in getting that up. Borgo, will you be the groomsman in mine and Tracy Jane's wedding next year? Hell yes, I will be. I will be. I hope she doesn't take all your toes. His last wife took 2 of his toes. Uncle Lucky, whoa.
Fat Liam slams a ham. Whoa, Fat Liam slams a ham down in Birmingham. Well, you got me, Uncle Lucky.
Uncle Lucky.
Is that really your Uncle Lucky?
I do have an uncle. That's not my real Uncle Lucky, but I do have an Uncle Lucky.
Wait, where's Schmuel? This is exactly what I was talking about.
What's that?
You once told the story about your Uncle Lucky on this podcast.
My Uncle Lucky's a good man.
And now people are like chatting at him, and
It's not my real Uncle Lucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I know it's not your real Uncle Lucky. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Borgo. Yeah, Ray. Get that lying bitch niche of yours piss in the hallway. BS, right? Let's grill her. All right. Thank you, Borgo. What's next? Gustav only has 13 apartments. Liam's auditing film appreciated. Horse Dude has 9 toes. Matt Malley.
I think I am taking a Quentin Tarantino class next semester.
Did you get to meet him?
I don't think he
That'd be
comes.
dope, dude.
I think there was like a Judd Apatow class, and Judd came to talk to the class, and like they've done that before. But I wouldn't. I don't think this professor's great, and he's like very famous film guy, like a film writer. But I don't think he's got like that kind of pull with Tarantino. But it's just you watch a Tarantino movie every week, and you write a couple essays about it.
I met Apatow once at the Comedy Cellar, and what was it? This is years ago. It's like 6-7 years ago. What was the show we had? What was that sitcom where it was all teenagers from the 70s?
Freaks and Geeks.
Yes, Freaks and Geeks. And the very last episode, he said, he had the album American Beauty by Grateful Dead, and he said that was the greatest Grateful Dead album. And then like he went through it, and I said to him, because like that's my all-time favorite Grateful Dead album by a wide mile. And I talked to him about American Beauty, and like we literally we talked about that album for a little bit, and we both agreed that the song Truckin' is overrated. Like that album is so good. Like Sugar Magnolia, Ripple, Box of Rain, Friend of the Devil, like all those songs are like so. Yeah, so we were talking about that was me. I initiated that conversation. He was cool enough where he was like, oh yeah, he's like, that's always been my favorite Grateful Dead album. And I just got lucky with that album because like when I was in high school, I had friends that were like listening to Grateful Dead, and I just went to like the secondhand CD shop and just happened to buy American Beauty by Grateful Dead. And I just like took to that album.
Did you have Judd autograph it?
No, that was just my conversation. That's the only time I ever talked to him.
By the way,
I literally had like a 5-minute conversation with him about the fucking album American Beauty by Grateful Dead. I just thought it was cool. And I did like him. Same thing with Fred Stoller. I did like him as a comedian when I was a kid. Like seeing him on like those HBO young comedian specials and
Fred.
stuff.
Who said anything bad about Fred?
No, Fred Stoller also. Like I'm a Fred Stoller's I've been interacting with Fred. Fred's gonna do my podcast again. I like Fred Stoller. I like him a lot.
Yeah, when I had a podcast, Fred was on a couple times.
He's great. I'm a big fan of that guy. I was a big fan of him when I was a teenager, and I'm a big fan of him as an adult. I'm happy he does my podcast from time to time.
You know, when I'm out in LA, we call Judd Apatow Judd because then it sounds like you're friends with him.
Oh, I mean, I'm not friends with him.
Out. Nobody ever says, "Oh, you know Judd." Nobody ever calls you out, Ray. No one ever calls bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know him well. I just talked to him like 5 minutes in passing. Liam, you seem extra giddy yesterday. Your gypsy curse came true, rubbing your belly and whispering fatter during super chats. Ouch, come on, man.
I thought it was very, very funny after the legend literally spent 5 months and, again, thousands of dollars to call me fat. It turns out he's like this fat, sad, old psychopath.
By the way, One Fierce F is in LA. If and he's very funny. There's a chance he might do some open mics or whatever. He's a guy maybe to message you on Twitter for open mics out in LA. Like
yeah, Furious, definitely message me. You can trust me to never go on a podcast and talk about you or your act or
don't do anything like that.
No, I'm very trustworthy. Oh no, never take.
Right, well, then forget it. You know what? One Furious F, take that back. He's not in LA. He lives in Oklahoma City.
No, Furious. I think Furious came to my actually special taping, but he won't.
He's a good man. He's a good guy. I like the guy.
I met allegedly, bro. I met allegedly, but also really, he came to my podcast taping. I didn't know it was him at the time. Him and his friend came, and also just some guy came. I met him and his girlfriend or wife or whatever she was to him. Also a very nice guy. The audience are very nice when they're not paying money to call me.
Yeah, or they're not. Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying about the Dabbleverse. Like, people are nice in person. Like my birthday party, you saw my set in Vegas. Everyone was fucking loving everything. Like, they're good people. It's just when it's just some weird randos that you get from time to time that can ruin it. And it's like, and you can't let that get to you. And you got to look at it like that. You got to look at it like we can all be cool. Look out, Ray. Gino's 4 followers are sending you their hate. Thank you.
I'm curious. 100%. I won't dox you if we meet, but I will definitely be quoting your stand-up on these channels.
No, don't do that, guy. All right, I take it back. One Furious F. Like I said, he lives in Little Rock, Arkansas. He's not in LA.
Okay. Mr. Rapey Ray, Mr. Rapey Ray, were you writing while I was talking? Okay, what I said was, what did Ray and Tracy have to, I think that's what I said, have to do with Gino?
Did Liam just ask what Ray has to do with Gino? And you asked Schmuel if he's seen you before, seen this show before.
Yeah, Schmuel acts like this is the first time he's ever seen you or talked to you or paid attention to what you say.
No, I've known Schmuel a while, man. He's a good man. I think Liam I think Gino's just like reaching for things. Like I've never gave a shit about like going after Gino. I don't care.
I think I'm going to be campaigning for Hebe Supermarket to be Chatter the new year next year.
There you go. He's a good man. How Snickers are better than Field chocolate? What are Field chocolate? Mrs. Fields?
Then how Snickers are better than Field chocolate? I really don't know.
Snickers is just a great candy bar.
I'm going to look this up.
It's undeniable.
Field.
It's undeniable that we should be in love.
Oh, it's the Peruvian chocolate. I had that a long time ago, and it's a little too gummy for me.
Wow. Liam doesn't like gummy chocolate.
I'm a chocolate racist.
Wow. By the way, I will say this: white chocolate sucks. Dark chocolate and white chocolate suck. It's milk chocolate.
I like white chocolate. Milk chocolate is just not chocolate.
No, just regular chocolate. Like what's Hershey? Just regular chocolate.
Then. No, it's milk chocolate, which is legally not chocolate. It's made in a different way, and it's technically not a chocolate.
So what's a Hershey bar? What is that chocolate?
If it says chocolate on the wrapper, it's real chocolate. If it says, oh my god, I don't
know what
that stereotype.
I assume Ray on your master plan.
I think I just got tricked.
Ray, and your master
Hey,
plan.
you just trick me into fucking talking fat guy shit? God damn it,
No,
Ray.
I'm being serious. Like white chocolate stinks. People, and I also like dark chocolate is just bitter.
Okay, so white chocolate isn't real chocolate. Milk chocolate isn't really chocolate. Dark chocolate is chocolate because it's made with cacao, and like regular 87% cocoa. That's like those chocolate bars. Those are real chocolate.
I remember, like as a kid, you would get the bag of chocolate bars, and it was by Hershey, and it was Hershey, and they would have Crackle in there, the red one, Mr. Goodbar, and then dark chocolate.
I think dark chocolate was real chocolate, and milk chocolate is not chocolate.
That doesn't sound right, man.
It's true though.
I mean, it could be true. It just doesn't seem. Ray, you're a master.
Mommy just chatted. I am wet.
You're allowed to be white.
Wet.
Oh, mommy's wet. Someone got mommy wet. It's
Listen,
about
guys
time.
argue about chocolate.
Someone got mommy wet. It's about time mommy got wet.
Mommy,
Jesus.
you were there for the single funniest thing that's ever happened to me on a podcast, which was Mommy. I was on Jake Hudson's podcast, and I said I had to get off, and then I just stuck around for another 10 minutes, and then Mommy popped on, and Jake said, "All right, Liam, you got to go," and he kicked me off, kicked me all the way off StreamYard.
Oh, shit. He's a good man, that Jake Hudson.
He didn't even just kick me backstage. Literally, the entire StreamYard closed down that window.
Thoughts on Arliss? Arliss was a great show. I was a big fan of Arliss. Did you like Arliss?
No, Arliss is shit. But I don't think that's what's Arliss. That's not Arliss, dude.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the show Arliss on it from
Dude,
HBO.
Arliss is spelled with $2.
That's right.
Arliss. It's a beach in. Actually, I got to say, Arliss comes up second on Google, so maybe it is Arliss.
I liked it. I liked the show. I was a big fan of the show. I thought it was. He was a sports agent.
Yeah, and so he had all these real athletes.
Yes, he had the legend. The legend one. That's when I first saw the legend. I was like, "That's the legend."
Literally the worst actors on God's green earth. All playing.
By the way, I enjoyed texting the legend about the playoffs during the playoffs, like talking baseball with the legend. They're talking baseball. So I didn't know he was shitting on me to other people, being like, "Don't trust Ray."
With the legend?
Yeah, with Tracy.
Ooh.
I didn't know he was doing that about me.
You didn't know the legend's a piece of shit?
No, I'm rooting for everybody.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Borgo, Ray, would you go under hypnosis? These results might explain a lot.
I have to say, the free chat was when he chatted this, the free chat was debating whether or not you might have been, fiddled with as a child. I want to say delicately because I don't want to trigger anybody. But they were debating whether or not you.
I never got a lot of attention. I didn't get a lot of attention then. Ray, that Judd Apatow story was maybe your worst, most boring story ever by a wide mile.
It was pretty bad.
I still like that album. Everyone check it out. American Beauty. It's the best Grateful Dead album. And I'm a Grateful Dead fan. I don't think I would have gotten into the Grateful Dead if not for that album. If I would have started off with Exomosa or Working Man's Dead, I might not have got into the Dead. The fact that I started off with American Beauty is the reason why I got into it. Box of Rain is a great song. Ripple. Check out Ripple. Listen to Ripple. The Jane's Addiction version of the cover of Ripple is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're so good, Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray.
The lady who sings lead for Jane's Addiction did a real pretty job of it.
Perry Farrell?
Yeah.
If my words did close.
Actually, I can say Working Man's Dead. It's a great album too. It's not perfect, but it's like
No, American
Dire
Beauty.
Wolf. It's got
Box of Rain. Yeah, Box of Rain's like such an underrated Dead song. Nobody talks about Box of Rain. And it's just a box of rain.
dude, Deadheads
Yeah.
love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very accurately rated among fans.
Friend of the Devil is so good.
Friend of the Devil's a great song.
It's one of the best songs ever.
Not only do I look like mid-era Jerry Garcia, but
you
also
wish you did. You
we have the
wish you
same
did.
birthday. We have the same birthday.
Wow.
So, what do you think of the Brett Midland era, Ray?
What albums came out then?
That was the last era. He was their final keyboardist.
Shakedown Street, that album.
No, he wrote. Oh, Shakedown Street was early. They named the merch.
No, that was in the 70s. It's like late mid
Right.
70s.
So
It's like disco-y. Touch of
Dead
Grey was like their last album, and that was when I was like in middle school.
Right, that was in the 80s. But Shakedown Street is what they named their merch row.
Bam, bam, bam,
Shakedown Street.
bam, 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 bam. Don't tell me this city ain't got no heart.
What do you think of the God Shows?
What?
What do you think of the God Shows?
The God shows?
They were a couple who were a very, very controversial addition to the Dead lineup in the late 70s, early 80s. By the way, the Dead were active through the 90s, Ray.
I like the Grateful Dead. I saw them a couple times when I was in college in the 90s, but they had no like set list, as you know. It was like a lot of like space and just jamming. But yeah, I was always a Dead fan. I wasn't like a Dead head. I'd never gotten into like Fish and the other people that would like fucking cover the Dead, but I do.
Uncle John's Band was a great song. That was on
what's that?
Uncle John's Band.
Come here, Uncle John's Band, playing by the time. Yeah.
But Brett Midland wrote like some of their later songs, like "Just a Little Light," and Anyway, I liked him. But he was also a controversial addition to the Dead lineup.
Bruce Hornsby, they brought him on at the end.
They did. They brought Bruce Hornsby on. Pigpen was their first casualty.
What happened?
I've never been to a Dead show. Never ever been. And they have AA meetings in the parking lots of Grateful Dead shows.
Wow.
I just never get invited because I don't come off, I guess, as a Deadhead to my friends.
And you look like Jerry Garcia. You think of anyone?
I know. That's what I said. We're the same birthday.
You like literally look like him. Like,
You
nah.
just cut on to the thing. Dude, you just
That's like looking exactly like Michael Jordan wearing that 23 Bulls jersey and like, nah, he's not into this.
Dude, you literally said I was fooling myself 2 minutes ago when I said that.
I'm an idiot. I don't know if you know this. I'm not the brightest. I'm not the sharpest tack in the drawer.
That's all right. I was trying to explain that to your friend Schmuel earlier.
Schmuel, just some guy. Ray, I love no.
There we go.
To know more
Who
about
was
your
at my
wax.
show?
Just some guy is a good man.
He's a
I'd
good
like to know
man.
more about your wax shack. Did you decorate it any particular way? Was anyone else allowed to enter? Yeah, it was called just a bedroom. That's all it was, the bedroom.
But there was a separate structure.
No.
Well, that's
No.
the story I heard. Was your parents built a separate structure?
No, no one built
Sisters
it.
were complaining
It
you
was
were
part
different.
of the. It was part of the house. It was part of the house. That's all it was. It was a part of the house, and it was just like, oh yeah, we'll put him in there. It's he's becoming a teenage boy, so he doesn't have to share a room with his sisters. So it
Right.
worked out amazing.
But did your dad build an extension on the house?
No, they did no, they did not build an extension, but there was a non-working bathroom that they renovated to make it a working bathroom.
Okay.
So that was a thing. So I got my own bathroom,
Well, that's nice.
which was a win-win. But thank you, just some guy. BYB podcast, Liam. Even a fat guy can legitimately call you fat.
Right, but you know what? It is so sweet when someone who says they are not fat and makes fun of you for 5 months, then turns out to not only be fat, but someone sad and crazy, and also clearly never going to get laid outside his marriage. That first night when he was super chatting, he started talking about like, I'm in the car driving 90 miles an hour with one of my girlfriends, and I got another girlfriend waiting for me at home, and my wife is waiting for me. I'm like, all right, fatso.
That was my super chat. I was like,
No, that was like 80. You're talking about the women you'd murdered. That's different.
I'm driving. I got my lady next to me. I got another lady waiting for me.
I got another one in the trunk.
I got a bunch, dude. You know how I do things. I got to keep it moving. One Fierce F. Liam, how about you tell us your best joke first?
You know, Furious, I will go joke for joke with you. I'll even give you a year. I'll give you a year to open mic, and then I'll go joke to joke with you. No, actually, Furious, in all seriousness, if you like, you can message me, and I don't really know like the scene too well in LA right now, but I do know a couple people who can help you out for sure, and we can go hit a couple open mics because I want to get back into stand-up. Actually, I'll even take you to the secret USC open mic, which I've never done, but I keep promising to stop by. So it'd be a good way for me to actually keep my word.
No, he's a good man. I didn't mean to put him on the spot with it, but he's a funny dude too. On top of it, so
Well, that's what you do. I was trying to explain that to Schmuel.
Yeah,
he got DeVitoed.
Mr. Rape. Hey, guess what? Good news. No one knows who he is. We call him 1F. That'd be great if he showed up to the open mic and he's like now to the stage. One Fierce F.
Actually, it'd be really great if he went up under his own name and he was just like, all right, let's see. Boy, Liam was giddy last night.
Yeah.
Like he rubbed his belly and said fatter.
Hell yeah.
Boy, all right, my next joke. Okay. Boy, Liam, anyone here know this Liam guy? I don't want to say he's fat, but he makes the legend.
Well, he used to do because Adam would always say, by the way, like I text Adam. Adam's trying to help me out with some stuff, like trying to get teach me how to do like sound effects and like soundboard and stuff. But he would always do it because of Adam. He'd be like, "What's chipping you?" And he'd always end his super chats with like, "So what's this of you?" I'm not doing it any justice, but he would always do that on the old days of MLC. It was always good. Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. Liam, buddy, you acting like you a Ray expert and Schmuel's a dunce. You've known Ray for over a decade and still got DeVito like a month ago.
I've known Ray for 2.5 decades. And I still got DeVitoed a month ago.
It'll happen, man.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Would you rather buy a Snickers or a Field Snickers?
Oh, Ray. Wait, okay.
I
Okay. I get it, Noga. Very good. You got me, Noga. You know, Noga, you got me.
This is the legend. Keep running your mouths. Coming for you, punks.
Okay, well, you better not come too fast, or you might have a heart attack. Are you coming for us or to us? Because neither of us is Tracy.
Everyone be nice.
I'm not going to be nice to the legend. The legend was stalking and harassing your friend, Ray. And he threatened to do worse now. So you don't have to be nice to him.
Yeah, I don't like this fucking weird. Yeah, a legend text me. You still have my number. Why were you so fucking hell-bent on me? That's the weird fucking. Yeah, that's a weird thing about it. Why were you hell-bent on me? Well, why are you like, oh, I got it. Like, what the fuck did I do to you? I did fucking nothing to fucking you. So that's weird as shit. Like, so stop with this stuff.
You know what it is, Ray? It's not that not personal against you. I guarantee he's like, shit, I got nothing to impress this girl with. I'm going to put down this other guy, like, and then that would make me look a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was weird. All I did is try to be cool to you and cool. Like, you guys seem to be cool. Whatever happened between you guys, that's between you guys. Yeah. But the fact that you like immediately like went at me apparently with her is like, it's like, dude, come on, man.
Especially since everybody else hated the legend. You were the only one that was like, no, man, I played basketball with him. He's cool. He's cool. I vouch for him.
Yeah, so
Like he
it's
turned on his only friend in the Dabbleverse. Really.
yeah, and I'm like the guy he wants. I was the only one cool with him. It's like, we got to take him down. It's like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like,
it's like, okay. The only guy who's actually welcoming him into the Dabbleverse and then cheating on him to score points with Tracy Jane. Who's your
yeah.
friend, by the way?
So everyone be cool.
The
One of yours,
if you're gonna come for us, just to make sure you do some warm-ups. You know, like you don't want to get too out of breath halfway through your attack.
one for yourself, Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. Both of you apes shut a comedy school because you're bananas. What's got you laughing? There you go. Hack.
There you
You
go.
go. That's how we
Okay.
used to do it. What's got you
Yeah.
laughing? What's got you this? What's got you that?
Boy, you were out of MLC for 4 months, and everything changed.
Who?
You,
Oh, me? Yeah.
Adam left. The super chatters all switched
Yeah.
over.
You just
Furious
broke
F
up.
stopped having enough money to chat every day. It all changed.
I wish the best for everyone. I just want peace. That's the other thing too. Like, it's still, even with all this going on, I did nothing to fucking him, and he's still like, I'm the guy he wants to go after. Oh, okay. I've done nothing to you, but okay, I'm the guy.
At the very least, he could have bought your friendship with $300 a day. And
Yeah. Where's my $300 super chat? Like, I didn't get him. That's the other thing. Kevin's like, oh, Ray just does whatever. This guy doesn't he doesn't super chat me the way he does you and fucking Chad. I
Right.
get the $2 ones, and I'm like
Right.
the one that's. Yeah, I invited him to a concert. I had fun talking to him at the fucking concert, going through the Cincinnati Stadium, being like, "Why is Barry Larkin all over the place and you're not?" As a joke, it was good-natured ribbing, and somehow I'm the jerk for doing that. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Just
You invited him to a Green Day concert, which is a little borderline, Ray. I have to tell you. You invite a woman to a Green Day concert.
you know, you say that, and fucking you're allowed. You don't go to concerts with your friends.
Dude, what's gonna happen when September song? You're gonna hold Legend's hand while that
I would have.
You would have held his hand while that was playing.
Yes.
Remembered all the good times
Wake
you
me
had?
up when September's gone.
You're gonna put your arm around his waist and just kind of sway back and forth with him.
Yes, that's what I was gonna do. It was gonna be our song.
By the way, best concert to get laid to, Prince. R.I.P. A real legend, Prince.
What is? Yeah, I went to Prince, but Prince is a long concert. It's a fucking great concert.
Should have brought
Rest
a woman.
in peace, Prince.
You keep bringing
I
dudes
should've.
to these concerts, dude. That's your problem. Also, when you invite them, you have to be like, okay, I'm giving you 3 weeks to give me notice that you want to get laid after the concert. I need to really start taking these blue chews the day before.
Last concert I took a chick to was Jimmy Eat World in like New Jersey, like right before the pandemic hit. And she, the whole time, she's like, wow, you really like this band. She didn't get that I liked them. Like, I'm singing along with every song, dancing. And she's like, wow, you really like them? Why do you like them so much? I'm like, you're here too. How about you fucking enjoy the concert?
Dude, that's the worst. I once, when I was in high school, I got tickets to a Simon and Garfunkel reunion concert.
Hell yeah, I would have
It
went.
was like between, so they did 2 sets, and between those sets, Paul Simon did a career retrospective, and he brought out like Ladysmith Black Mambazo. He brought out all these people he played with, and this girl that I went with, she like dipped out after the first Simon and Garfunkel set, and just walked around Madison Square Garden till they started playing again. I was like, you could have said no, and I could have not wasted a ticket on someone who didn't like the show, you know?
How do you not like Simon and Garfunkel?
No, she likes Simon and Garfunkel. I was from Queens. She just didn't like any Paul Simon solo work.
She didn't like You Can Call Me Al?
No, and again, they brought out Ladysmith Black Mambazo to do all those Graceland songs. Like, it's just such a great show.
Me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Yeah, it's a great song. He did that. He did them all. He was like Prince. He did all the hits.
And she's like, nah. Wow.
I went to see Paul Simon do a show at BAM, which is a small venue. And my girlfriend couldn't come, so I just gave the ticket to a lady who, like, she was an arts teacher who was hanging out outside. And then during one of the last songs, like they said people in the audience could go up and dance. And so she and I just ran down the aisle, scared the shit out of Paul Simon, and like danced on stage during the number.
I would have, dude.
I think security was not happy.
Oh, well, you just said he said anyone could come up and dance.
Yeah, but look, I'm a bit of a large fella.
You're a guy.
And
So it's a lot. There's a lot of momentum. They're like, here comes fucking Christian Okoye.
Yeah. Well, Paul Simon's 5 feet tall. Yeah, here comes Chris Benoit running down the aisle at you.
It's Refrigerator Perry, like it's a 1986 Super Bowl. Like, no.
Well, yeah, it wasn't the Super Bowl shuffle, but I danced next to Paul Simon, which was pretty fucking cool.
That's fucking cool.
It was very cool.
Jesus. He could have sat on your lap. You're a big fella.
I'm a big fella. I could have asked what he wanted for Hanukkah.
You could have played the bongos like Chevy Chase did in his. Why am I soft in the middle? The rest of my life is so hard. I want a photo opportunity. I want a shot at redemption. Run of the bone digger, down in the graveyard.
There's actually a staging of his musical, The Cape Man, which I really like a lot.
Paul Simon's fucking. I want to see Paul. You know what? Is
I've
he
seen him
still
a couple
touring?
times.
I want to see that Bob Dylan movie, dude. I'm a big Bob Dylan fan. He's not fun to see in concert, but he's fucking amazing. I can listen to Bob Dylan songs all day.
First concert ticket I ever bought myself, Bob Dylan, 1994, great show. Maybe his last really great tour before he started to decline.
What was he doing? The songs on his album? Because like his albums at the time, like Time Out of Mind, and what was the other fucking album he had that was fucking also like gold?
Oh, that was 2001's Love and Theft. No, this was 94. It was the World Gone Wrong tour, which was just an album of folk songs that he recorded. But he just did like all the hits. He did an acoustic set, which was amazing. He did 3 encores. One of the encores, Springsteen and Neil Young came out and sang "Forever Young" with him. It was like just one of those like magical nights that you just. I drove around I drove around the back door, and Letterman and Paul Shear, not Paul, what's his name, were hanging out at the back door, like the stage door, talking to Bob. It was crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking at the albums that I like that he did, like, and now that I look at it, they weren't even that long ago, or they were like longer ago. Time Out of Mind was 97.
Yeah,
It was fucking great album. Modern Times is fucking amazing.
he just released a remix of Time Out of Mind.
Dude, it's so good. Time Out of Mind. I think Alicia Key does like songs off that. Like she had like number hits off that, which are like his songs.
To Make You Feel My Love. That was
Make
a
You
huge
Feel
hit
My
for
Love.
her.
Yeah, he's so fucking good, dude. I mean, he's so good. It's insane how fucking amazing songwriter he is.
Is there anyone left in the audience? I'm genuinely curious.
Oh yeah. Let me read some. So we'll get out of here.
I have homework to do. I should have left about 45 minutes ago. Sorry.
God's Node, Psalms 97:10. Ye the love Lord, hate evil. He preserves the souls of his saints. He delivers them out of the hand of the wicked. Thank you, God's Node. That might be actually God.
I don't know what that's in reference to, but I took a literature of the Bible class where we just studied the Bible as a work of art, like a book. It was amazing. One of my favorite classes.
David Chandler, who's an MVP of the Dabbleverse.
Oh, shit. Chandler. Didn't he used to be like the guy who gave everyone hundreds of dollars?
He used to love me. I don't. He used to love me. He doesn't love me as much as he used to, but he's still a good man. I will always appreciate you, David Chandler.
I don't think he pops up in super chats on any.
He's a good man. I like David Chandler. David Chandler, you're the MVP of all this. I love you, buddy. And also, Obnoxious John says good things about you all the time. So,
dude, I think
you always got a spot in my heart. The legend, huh? LOL. Icarus. Again, I'm too dumb. That could be reason why David Chandler left me. I'm pretty much an idiot. I don't know if you know this about me.
His father created wax wings for him to fly up to the sun, and the wings melted and he fell and died.
Yeah. So no, David Chandler's a good man. All right. I love everybody. That's so this is on Patreon, patreon.com/Ray DeVito, $3. How come people with glasses always put the edge of their glasses in their mouth? What is that all about?
Well, it's all about like having a tiny hard dick in my mouth.
I got you. I feel you.
Curious, get at me.
I gotta get some glasses then. I gotta get some glasses if I'm gonna do that. Like, didn't Austin Powers do that too? Like,
just like if you got to do shit with your hands, you go like this,
But you always put in people always put in the mouth.
Yeah, I mean, where else are you gonna put it?
Put it in your nose. Someone's got to put in their nose. Like, hey. All right.
Ray, please explain the moral of the Icarus story. That's
I don't know.
Josh Denny fan. That's sweet. He retired now. Okay, I'm reading the free chat. I'm gonna go. Bye.
All right, I'll see you later. All right, I love all you guys. Peace out, you punks. This will be on Patreon, patreon.com/Ray DeVito. Leo Gunn, you son of a bitch, you punk. Mr. Nice Guy doing Dr. Evil. Oh, yeah, Dr. Evil. Yes, I am Miss Dick Nose. Give me your best. Hit me with your best shot. Leave me alone. Not for you, Craig W. Why you here, Craig W? You don't got to be here, Craig W. You don't got to be here, Craig W, with your fucking backwards C. We don't need this shit. All right. I love all you guys. Thank you guys for hanging. I really do appreciate it. All right. Peace, you punks. Peace to everyone except Leo Gunn. He's a punk.